Oh, hello, Vicente. I hope you're well, mate. Sorry again for your loss. I really do hope you're doing all right. Also, I really want animated emotes. They are so good. Do you have a collection of them that just is going unrivaled, mate? Right, I suppose I'll flip the camera on. Oh, oh, there I am in the bright light. I was reading through Twitter. I have something to show people. I don't know if I'll show it now or when a few others appear, but there's something really funny. Beaver made me aware of it. It's, in fact, because you're here, Vicente, you get a private viewing only. I need to move my face, but I think it's fine where it's at. Don't know if you can hear it. Now remember, dogs do spawn on this level, so yeah. I wonder if he's alive and thriving.
Why did I hear like a little voice?
Oh no, are you haunted?
I heard a voice. I mean,
Do you see a little girl anywhere? Go outside, stand on top of the ship and see if you see a little girl anywhere.
would she just be like staring at me, would she?
Yep.
I don't remember seeing a little girl, but yeah, I thought I heard little whispers. No, I'm haunted. Yeah, I see her. I see her. Oh my god, that is terrifying. The bells! The bell! Guy, we need to go. We need to go. Where's the exit? Did you close the door? You closed the door! Open the door! Open the damn door! The girl's out here! Oh, let me in, damn it! I'm making an executive decision to go!
Damn it! Moon. So that was done by the Do Hudson, and genuinely very, very, very cool little animation. I thought it was genuinely hilarious. Have I not followed them? I thought I followed them. But there we go. I found that funny. And also, you might go around some ruins. Ooh. 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 That was amazing and funny, right? I thought it was genuinely brilliant. So if you have got Twitter, it's done by @the_Do_Hudson, and genuinely super awesome. I was like, oh, I was not expecting that. My little gaslighting gatekeep girl boss got put into animated form. Love it. Right, let's go ahead and boot up the old Paleo Pines. Can't wait for it to be done. Yeah, even if they don't, I mean, I really enjoy just the line work alone. I loved it. It was just so good, so good. Stuff like that always gets a giggle out of me, even if I'm in it. That's not me being a narcissist. It's just whenever people animate the funny moments, it's just always like I was introduced because I watched Game Grumps like ages ago, back when it was JonTron. And then my partner reintroduced me to Game Grumps like 4 years ago, and their animations are just always so good. Like fan animations, Beaver's done a few as well, where he's had a few people animate stuff for him and shared them. And I think that Liapleurodon, was it Liapleurodon? No, I can't remember. It's the sea monster one. Oh my god, the art style. That made me giggle so much. I love it. Now then, put the link in Discord. Have you seen Saddest? I haven't. I put it in Discord. I will put the link in Discord. Uno momento. So, okay, get this. Copy link. General, I guess. There you go. It is in Twitter. But the Saddest does sound familiar. I can't say I'm entirely certain, but maybe. Also, I do have a bruise from paintball. I can show you all. I've got to remember where it was. Hold up. It's a lot easier to see on camera. There it is. So, right there. Look at those forearms. Good lord. I've got one on my chest. I'm not getting my chest out for that. And I think I've got one on my back because it kind of hurts. Also, I discovered that leg day is kind of important because for a lot of it, I was squatting behind cover and now my legs feel like jelly. It was genuinely a really good time paintballing. Went with my three brothers. I was about to say three of my brothers. I have three brothers. my three brothers, and then one of my brothers, or two of my brothers' sort of mates. And so we split up into teams of 4 versus 5 because there was only 9 people that showed up. And it was my brothers and me versus my brother's mates. For 4v5, we did pretty damn well. And there was even a game. Guys, you think I'm just like a little cretin, gremlin, gaslighter for fun? I do that sort of comedy in real life too. Because on the third game, I picked out one of my brother's mates who was the same height and same similar buildish to me. I said to him and whispered, went, "Do you want to swap guns? Because the guns denote which team you're on." And he went, "Yeah." So we walked like to our separate teams, and as we did the turnaround, go to our different bases, I went, "See you later," insert brother's name here. And he went, "See you later, Corey." And he went, "Wait, Corey?" It was just brilliant. I do love it. Paintball is a lot of fun. Now, which one's the gameplay option? That one. Oh, here we go. Paleo Pines. I actually haven't played this in a bit because I need to record some more of it. I have edited just shy of 20 videos. I say edited, you know me, I don't edit much. Rendered, there we go, 20 videos. I've uploaded like 16 of them. I still need to edit Lethal Company, Escape the Backrooms again, and then Zoomer versus Boomer, Minecraft. I'm excited to edit all of those. Zoomer versus Boomer was a lot of fun. So playing with Spike, genuinely, I loved it. I've got one more thing to record, like, that's outside of my usual pattern, shall we say, on Tuesday. So I'm kind of excited. Just making sure there's no frame rate issue with the camera, because I thought I saw something, but my eyes have got gunk in them, so it might be that. Right, I think we finished this day last. No, we did not. Pen is dirty. Or as I like to say, the penis dirty. Come on now. That was bound to happen. Alright, it's been a while. There we go. The worst part is I keep pressing buttons expecting to be able to roll and then jump for a speed boost. This is not Paleo. I will show you something. I've got a possible YouTube short for Palworld because I've seen it like mentioned once, but I discovered it by myself, and afterwards I had to Google it and I found someone else had mentioned it, but not in like YouTube shorts format. So there's a really good trick if you're playing Palworld and you are getting towards end game and you're taking down some of the alpha bosses to get legendary schematics. First off, you can find them in dungeons. People have like demonstrated that with more than enough proof, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. However, what I did was, because I was catching pretty much all of them, just so I didn't have to go run around and pick up the loot, I had a lot of spare legendary bosses in my chests. Turns out, if you capture them, you get one set of rewards, and if you butcher them, you get rewards again, where it re-rolls your chance for the schematics. Now I hear you. You butchered your pals? How could you, you monster? Did I ever pretend to be anything else? Right, so it's Starkiller, that lot. Right, we're going to hop on Nimbos. We don't forget. Where are you, little buddy? Have I got everything I need? Yes, we've got your crunchy. Amazing. Also, Umbraraptor is now tamed. So that's fantastic. Super speed. As we can see, we've got our Deinonychus, not Deinonychus, I'm right. Dilophosaurus, Utahraptor, and our Velociraptor in here. So our small little theropod guys. Ain't they cute? Yes, they are. And I have a feeling. I just have a feeling. So, I woke up for this, so happy you're playing. Hey, Odd, I'm glad you could join us. When I needed to the church for the funeral, and we walked there under the scorching sun. Yes, I got a Ron to the party. When I went into the church funeral, when we needed to walk down to the scorching sun, oof, is that in Mexico still? Because I can imagine the heat there is probably close to unparalleled. But that is something I need to remember, because we haven't gone outside yet, so we're going to do the Gamba, right? So, prediction poll Twitch command. slash prediction. Cool, let's do that. Cool. Summary. So, how many channel points? How many ultra rares will V get today? Start prediction. Oh, this is awful. Okay, I can't see it because it's just absolutely diabolical. I'm going to assume this is correct because it's a pre-saved one. Predict. There we go. The prediction is now live if you wish to partake. Are you going to do a second Power World playthrough for YouTube? I've already started it. The first episode went up last week. The second episode goes up tomorrow. Trying to do that a bit more longer form content, so hour to 2 hours at a time. That way I can get as much done as I want, and also it's just a nice bulky episode. Also that retention, am I right? Right, what season are we in? It's been a while. We are still in Jurassos, which means I don't need to check up there. You can get your predictions in now with your V points once again. It's just a simple case of putting them in, seeing if other people do, and you'll get a chance of winning more V points, which means you can use them in the future. Say, for example, if I'm playing a game and you want to redeem them for a chance of me going one-armed, playing with one arm only for 10 minutes, which means I can either focus on keyboard or mouse at one time. Or maybe I bring in a foot to try and make up for it. Who knows? Right, we're going to go to Dapplewood first today, because it's been a while, and I like changing things up. So, we'll do our rounds over here. 1, 2, where's the third one? Can't be missing any, because I've got to increase that chance of finding ultra rares, you know? 3, there we go, nice. Now we are partway through the month, which is alright, because we're getting close to Critumnus. Critumnus is still pretty damn good. So is Jurassos now that we have a chance of a Tamabloom. Therizinosaurus, or egg, as some people like to say. As I think it was originally advertised as egg, then turned to Tamabloom. I'm very confused. I don't know the full story behind that still. I'd love to know. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a no. Right, I did watch that video. Right. It's all good. We will probably do something a little bit different today. Rather than, if we do go on to Power World after, rather than jump into the stream world, I'll show you my single player world. Because I've been a little busy on there. I think I've sunk stupid amount of hours. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And it's had quite a bit of effort involved. It's not pretty. I'm not going to lie to you. If you're thinking, wow, I bet he's built a fort that is unparalleled, unmatched in creativity, you're wrong. Okay? If you've watched me long enough, you know that the most creative thing I can do is in my head. It never comes out on fair. So yes. Oh, is that a blue? I think it's a blue. I can't really tell. Yeah, it's a blue. Cherry blue, light blue, and light green or grass, I believe. Might be dragonfly. Oops, nose. And those are a no as well. Okay, over to the dessert. Do we have anyone that's not tamed? No. Okay, we have 39 on the farm. If they all took a poop at once, I think I'd lose my damn mind. No, I don't think I know I would. Oh, dear me. Right. Let's zoom along by here. Yeah. 2 hours long. Exactly. It's just one of those that you can put on and just listen to. I've always enjoyed that form of content. Some people are like, oh, well, you know, you got to have entertaining stuff as well. Yeah, I get that. But, like, whenever I watch YouTube videos, I have an ear in, an ear out. Unless it's something like a guide, then obviously I'm going to be watching it all the way through. Guides, tips, etc. But I usually just... don't want to say zone out as such, but just chill. No. That was easy. Nice and easy first day check for Ultra Rare complete. I do need to record some more of this and Pal World, as well as the thing on Tuesday. So I'm going to prioritize the thing that I need to record. And if I have time, work out, or actually work out tonight what I'm missing out on. I don't have any more Power World recorded. I only have the second episode, so that's got to happen. Paleo still has to happen. I have enough content that will last me until mid-March, which is insane. But I want it to be longer. The curse of wanting a massive backlog is huge. Also, we've checked everywhere, so we can go to bed. I'm also going to have a vape. Oh, curse you, crippling addiction. Just tried to dismount like I was in Power World by pressing F. Ah. I'll be honest, Meerkat, I don't think Nintendo will. I'll explain why. So, as you may be aware, there exists things like Nexomon, Neomon, God, there's even more blatant rips. Temtem's not so much a blatant rip, so I'm not even gonna entertain that idea. But you do have... Oh, we have 2 crops that need harvesting. Well, 2 crops. Plenty of crops, I mean. Yeah, I think we have enough chili peppers for life. I get like 800 per 25. Imagine if I did 6. But, yeah. So, we got them. We got 15 dinosaurs. Of course we do. Right, I'm going to start with the crops, because it just gets out of my hair, to be quite frank. Poor choice of words. Don't have much of that. You can go away. You can go away. And then we want food. There we go. Look at this. Like, oh, I right-clicked again. This is just... Here we go. Okay. Now then. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Getting on the Tyrannosaurus brain. Do much, yes. Oh, Lumia has leveled up. That's nice. Right. I take out the takeout. Ride the ferry. Slash. Ferry slash. Ferry slash. Oh, this one isn't done. Oh, I see. Possibly because they have weeds under them. Oops. It's fine. Now, how many chili peppers was that? I wasn't paying attention. Enough. Enough. Interesting. Well, if that's the case, let's just go ahead and store them. Don't right-click. But no, it's a very valid point, though, but I don't know if they will. Going to do the Disney. But yeah, I mean, if they do, they're gonna have to, like, prove in court. If they want to bring the hammer down, the Nintendo would have had a better chance, genuinely had a better chance, if their products were also linked to the platform that it was on, because it would be like this thing of, oh, it's on here, so on and so forth. Honestly, look, I'm talking from a UK law standpoint. I'm not talking from American or Japanese law, so I can't attest to it. I know Japanese law has very strong copyright protections, in some cases overly strong, so I can't definitely say, but it would be an interesting one if it was in the UK courts. It won't be, I'm just saying it'd be interesting. Oh, 15 dinosaurs. Well, time to get depressed with the amount of crap I have to pick up. I know that we've got another update coming for the game. This one. Paleo Pines, of course. I believe we're getting more colours at some point. And the Deinonychus is finally getting some love. Which is awesome. So I kind of am, like, wanting to speed along in this game. But I'm also, like, of a mindset, I should not, under any circumstances, zoom to the next picnic, because the next picnic could be our opportunities. If I get to the next picnic, stop recording, stop streaming it until we get the update. because it could be a good opportunity to maybe get it, because it will roll the skins forward. So I can do the picnic, check to see if there's any new ones or ones I'm desperately looking for, like Trudon, etc. But if it's not got any of those, and it's got some that are going to be changed, such as the Deinonychus, then yeah, I'll wait. But yeah, if the Trudon gets another colour, oh, I'd be so happy. But here we are. I've not checked the list. I just want to do this all manually because if I look at the numbers, it depresses me. However, I want to make sure I've not gone past any. So, Sidious Grievous, Starkiller, Maul. Okay, fine. That's not horrific. Hello guys, where's the poop? Where's the... I don't think you heard me the first time. Show me the poop. Is one of you standing on it? Yes, it's the tiny little pebble dash created by the Velociraptor. Thank you. And now the last two will be over here. Starkiller and not Starkiller. Sidious and Grievous, and then Maul. I did see a second one. Yes, I did. Whee! Not even going to sprint while we're in here, because it's right here. Now, where did you put your poop? Right here. So many. Another ultra regular. I have 40 something. I think I said 45 last stream. I can't remember. So I'm actually curious. Did the prediction go through? I can't remember how I put it on. How long I put it on for. Oops. If I had to bet myself, I would say 0 or 1. Partially because we've had a few recently that we'll be going through my 2 to 3 week in-game drought. Happens every time. I get 2 or 3 ultra rares, and then it's just a big old drought. And it's like, okay, guess we'll wait. And over here we have nothing. We'd love to see it, Chief. The only Gallimimus I'm missing is, I don't know if the Orchid is ultra rare or not. It keeps flip-flopping on the wiki, but I don't know if it's changed on GG. But the only one I know I'm missing, at least, is the Cupcake. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Likewise, I think the only Theory that I'm missing is this Hammer Bloom, ultra rare. Lovely colours, but no. Okay, we're gonna go check the Hammer Bloom or Egg. Ooh, nice orange, but no. Nope. Because we've got the Pearl, Albino, and Melanistic. I think there's only 4 of them, right? Right? I want to say there is. Anyway, we're going to the desert first. Simplest Orchid, I think. For the Trudon, because if it was any other rarity, you can't get it. Yep. Yep. You know what? I think, like, if I was going to design a color for a dino, it would be a Trudon. Like, I mean, at this point, I've not got one. So I'd want to make it even more elusive for me. I don't know what I'd pick, because I think, like, my favorite colors, if it's not abundantly clear, are purple and orange. I love purple. I love orange. Is that peach? It's been a while since I've seen a Carnotaurus with a different color, so I don't know. That is indeed the peach. It is very lovely. See, I can remember color schemes. Only rare, yeah, but it's still a very nice rare. Like some, I still stand by that the Carno's got like one of the best ranges of colors. Like even its commons, uncommons, and rares are just solid. Like that rock I just ran into. No, all right. I'll check the aloe, but I'm always hesitant to check the aloe. But I'll start to check it now because we kind of need to. Otherwise, I'll forget to check when the T-Rex comes around in Crutumnus. But I'm not always massive on checking it because I've now got all of them again. I think. No, it's got Has it got Cupcake? Is the Allosaurus get 2 new ultra rares or just the 1? I think it only got the 1, right? Marzipan, Melanistic, Albino. It just got the 1. Can't remember what else got marzipan, to be honest, but yeah. I love the red corners. Yeah, they are really nice. The red is so cool. It's like an Akama. I'll get there eventually. Can't know, and I was just like, ah, oh, that's a lovely red. But yeah, no, I've been enjoying playing some games lately. Like, it's just, I've got different games I'm playing at the moment. Like, I play when I'm downstairs. I play on Gotham Knights just to try and get that platinum, and once that's done, I can just stop playing. And I really enjoy playing Power World in my own time up here. Paleo Pines, every now and then I'll jump into it off camera. I like doing it on camera mainly, but I've been doing some off camera stuff every now and then. But yeah, Power World's pretty much just absorbed my life for the current time being, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Also, I had a dream about Paleo Pines last night, and I'm only remembering this now because I'm remembering it because I was like, there is an ultra rare silver, there is an ultra rare silver. But it was about a dinosaur that's not even in the game, and if you ask me which dinosaur, I can't tell you. Gonna have to full look at the rares and reevaluate. And I was just like, okay, so it's a new dino, but I can't remember which. Also, I don't remember checking the Microraptors. Also, I didn't go across. Did I? Did I go across? Oh no, I did go across, but I don't think I checked the T-Rex. I did. It was purple, and yesterday it was red. Okay, ignore me. Ignore me. I think I checked the T-Rex yesterday. Yeah, I seem to remember it being cherry. Ignore me. I will check the Microraptors again because they were more recent and my brain's just gone split. Okay, yeah, I remember now. 3 nobles. I mean, better safe than sorry. Ah, there we go. Yes, so marzipan came for the Dilophosaurus as well. That was it, yes. It's probably where my brain was going with the cupcake and thing, but it's... yeah. I don't know. We have a drink, because energy. Oh, that doesn't half tickle the spot. Or hit the spot, I suppose. Let's dump everything we don't need. Don't need the apples. Do need the crunchy, though, in case we run out of stand with Nimbos and we just want to get him a little bit closer to level him. Because he is our new ride. And we'll go to sleep. I know, because my heart needs the marzipan and violet. The violet sunrise Dilophosaurus is so cool. It's a lovely set of colours. So is marzipan, to be fair. I really do like the pastel colours in this game. Very, very nice. Right. Your poop has been... oh, maybe not. Cleaned. Oh, there is one over here, I think. Unless I saw like an animation. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's in here. Right. Bearing in mind, we have just cleared down 6. So we started the day with 19. It's not the worst. Still too much. No, okay. Yep, thought so. I saw it. Right, let's go over here. I think I saw what a great pen. Yes, I did. I see poop, so I don't even need to answer that. So 9 to 7 to 7 to 4. Come on, it's been about a day and a half since we've had Ginger Mima's poop, right? So, yep. Oh, it's back in storm. Look at that. 3 of them? Wow. That means you guys probably won't need to poop for a while, right? That means we have 1 left. And I don't know who it's going to be. So I'm just... no, we don't. We have 5 left. I'm getting very confused, apparently. Malik, Dove, Dracano. Okay. Thank you very much, Malik. Dracano's right here, so... oh, look at that. Nice, easy spot, but you did crap where you ate, which is not a great idea, buddy. And then... Dove. Why did I run right past them? Ugh. And pick up the poop. And run through the door. Everybody do the dinosaur. Right, we're almost out of stam ourselves now. That's fine. Oh, but no Mars Barry. Okay, so there's no Marzipan Barry. That's fair enough. I think that Barry's got quite a few decent selections of ultra rares as it is, to be honest. But I am kind of chuffed that the Deinonychus is getting some love with the next update. I really liked the toucan designs. I'm not going to lie to you. The artist, whoever did that, like, genuinely hats off. The toucan. Oh, hello. Mum Meerkat just subscribed. Can't really think about him almost a year. Here's another 11 months. What? It's been nearly 12 months, Meerkat. Bloody hell. Congrats. Thank you very much. Mucho apreciado. Yeah, bloody hell. Nearly a full year. You have been cursed with me. Unlucky. But yes, before it pops up into the thing, because I remember last month on your 10 month, you're like, I came here for trails, but I stayed. Where's the trails? Trails is coming back. I will be doing it near my birthday. I'm hoping to do a 24-hour stream. I kind of ruined the surprise there, because I did say I had plans for it, and that's pretty much the plans. It's going to be an interesting one because I can't be loud the entire time, so you're going to have like half a stream of me being like, and then half a stream of me being like, very quiet, very tired. We'll see how that turns out. I say 24 hours. We'll see how long it takes. Might not be full necessarily 24, but hey, it'll be pretty damn good. Oh, because I was looking for trails content. There it is. There's the stinger. I checked the dinosaur. It was oak. Cool. T-Rex, sorry. Microraptors won't be here because it is raining. There's the flame. Look at it. Or is it carrot? Orange. We have these two, a cherry and a just orange or tangerine. Always get those two mixed up. Water down there because of course it is raining. We have our Microraptors over here. Peach, Noble and Green. Compies right here. Shamrock or Emerald and the celery or whatever it was called, but stayed for the dinos. Exactly. Serato that had Marzipan as well as Violet Sunrise. Oh, so it's the Serato that's got more. Fantastic. I've only got one Serato, and that is Maul, and he is melanistic, so I'm missing a few of them then. That's a very nice light blue, isn't it? I've commented on that before, I know that, but yeah. Need to go check the Therizinosaurus. Oh, Peach. Check these two. I said we'll check these two. And we've got a light green and an orange. Yeah, standard stuff. Going too fast. Right. 1, 2. Where's your third one? There. Okay. And Dragonfly and Cherry. Okay. Right, you guys. No. Thank goodness. We've got enough of you guys. Let me see that snoot. It is an orange snoot, which means it's not an ultra rare. See, I'm remembering things. Seafoam is just also ultra rare for Serato, and it's got some nice ultra rares. Yeah, I mean those are some solid ultra rare colors. Seafoam's fantastic. Sorry, I'm just looking at my thing. I've just realized something. It's so weird looking over here and seeing the stream go up as it would at 60 frames, whereas I'm playing at 120. It is one of the frame rates that you can see the difference between, but if you could ask me to see the difference between 120 and 144 or 120 and maybe even up to 240, it's slightly harder to notice the difference, but 60 to 120 you definitely can. That's so weird to me. I'm seeing it at the corner of my eye, like right here, and I'm like I could set it to 60 frames, but I'm too used to 120 now, so apologies. Nope. Okay, well, that was nice and easy. They're all a no. Oh, the Velociraptors are up top. I already checked them, didn't I? Ceratos are a no. The Carnotaurus is a no. 4. Right. I have had an update on my new emotes that will be coming soon. They are getting closer and closer being done, so that'll be fun. Especially as I think loads of emotes have been opened up. Although I think most of them are animated, and I've not paid an animator yet. Though I would like to. I just need ideas. Got Seafoam Serato yesterday. It's one of my fave dinos. Yeah, I can imagine so. I still want to do a colour Nuzlocke with the game with friends. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a bit of fun. Thing is, I'm not massive into starting a game again, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but my brain just is like, yeah, I'm good, chief. Did I miss any checks? No. But yeah, Mr. Plasma, that's genuinely a really cool Serato colour. They just have so... They have some good ones too. Serato and Carno. Wow. Access storage. Dump all of the crap, quite literally. So it's quite funny because Nimboz is currently at a point that he's not needing the stamina refilled. In fact, we're only using like 200 stamina. But that's how close are you to leveling again, mate? Not that bad. Like 6/10 the way done at level 15. Kind of crazy. But yes, because I couldn't stream last Monday, partly needed the office for some work and I had some other stuff to do. I said we're going to stream again today to make up for it with Sunday, and then again tomorrow, so Sunday and Monday. So today's stream, for those that aren't in the Discord aren't aware, Paleo Pines, maybe a bit of Pal World after. We might do some dungeon crawling because I'm having a lot of fun in the dungeons, especially with my legendary rocket launcher, or as I like to call it, things go bye-bye. It's quite a lot of fun. I also like, it's just there's so much in it. Also, I forgot that this month we might get a Nintendo Direct. We usually do. I don't know if the Switch 2 or the Switch's successor, I should say, will be announced there. I'll be honest. If I had to place money on it, I'd probably say it wouldn't be announced till April, give or take. In the new tax year, all that good stuff. Maybe even March, just prior to it. They've got a few more things they can get out of the Switch currently. By that I mean there's games still coming to the Switch that they want to capitalize on. And, you know, fair enough, but also, come on now. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, think the next Pokemon game is going to come to both the Nintendo Switch and the Switch's successor. I think that the one following that will be exclusive to the Switch's successor, so maybe the next like mainline game, not like a remake. I'm still really hoping that we get another Legends game soon. We've got Pokemon Day this month as well, so we'll obviously get a new game announcement like we always do. I think it will be remakes. I don't think we'll get the next mainline announced yet. Maybe next year to come out later that year. But I think we're probably going to get a spin-off game, either a Let's Go or I hope more so for Legends. And then the Unova remakes. And then next year we'll probably get the next generation. I'm very interested to see where it's set. Also, 2 crops are ready to harvest. Let's just grab them manually, because and 17. Cool, so we definitely got loads more. And then we'll check what dinos need to pick him. I'd love to know what you guys think. When do you guys think? Oh, they're all individuals. However, they're not exactly the worst ones to try and find, because they're all over there. When do you think we'll get the announcement for the Switch's successor? When will Nintendo finally update its hardware? When? It's going to be this year. March or April is my bet. I'm leaning more towards March out of hope. So Vicente, Marzipal. Okay, so here. It's going to be a Legends game for Unova. Oh, that would be sick. Shredder is coming to... The Shredder as in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, sorry, British person here. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I need to look up what... I can't remember the exact reason we called it Hero Titles. I think it was something absolutely batshit, like genuinely. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Why not Ninja? At the time, the British government was on the offensive against violence in children's television, and ninjas and nunchucks were both in the firing line. As such, in spite of the pre-existing comic line, it soon became clear that Ninja Turtles wasn't going to be allowed near England's impressionable youth. Ah, yes. Children. Notorious for being turtles that are mutants with powers. And a rat that can teach them the martial of arts. However, Hero Turtles, wow. Wow, that's kind of crazy though. Genuinely, TMT's getting something for Fortnite. That's awesome. Genuinely. I grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well as Street Sharks. I think that's what it's called. That is Rust, correct? Correct. That is not. Oh, it's been a while since I've checked on the Wero, so Werosaurus Paleopines. Rust is a rare, as I expected. Just albino, melanistic, and pearl. Have to remind myself on occasion. Nope. Nice and easy. Same with these guys. Nope. Like one day I will find a Tama Bloom and I'll think it's an albino to begin with. And I'm like, oh my god! It's the egg! early holiday season 22. That's a given. They are quite pro to the Rust once again. They are prone to releasing their consoles close to the holiday season. Some people are like, oh yeah, they're announcing it April, they're gonna release it like summer autumn time, and it's like, no they're not. They might announce it in summer, they might wait all the way up to then and then release it in the Christmas season or the holiday season. But holiday season is when they usually release their hardware, not just Switch but like the accessories and stuff, like usually come out around then. I think the only exception, I can't remember when the OLED came out. I think that was March time. Maybe. Or was that when I got one? Might be. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's going to come any earlier. Like the actual, not the announcement, but the actual release of the product. I don't think it's going to come any earlier than late this year. Maybe even January next year. We'll see. And apparently they're also learning from their mistakes. They're making sure there's plenty of hardware being produced, which is good, because I swear to all things holy, if I see scalpers trying to scalp the Switch 2, I am going to commit many a war crime. Both the same color, yeah, okay. Because I absolutely detest scalpers, thinking they're like, oh, I haven't seen this Megalosaurus before. Because oh, yeah, I'm just an entrepreneur. I'm just doing. No, you're not. You're an absolute douche canoe. This is the Noble. It's a rare, and I don't think I've seen it before. It's very nice on the Megalosaurus. Maybe I've seen it like very, very early on. We are in year 7, season 7. No. But yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Oh. I've heard saying the Switch should be at early holiday. They're supposed to fix Joy-Con drift. Did you ever see the 2007 TMNT, the Michael Bay one? I'm pretty sure, as Meerkat said. Yes, I did. Was that the first one or the second one that had Stephen Amell in it as Casey Jones? I've seen both, but there was 2, right? I'm not going crazy. Palo's also really good on the Megalo, like the Easter Echo. Cool. The second one, cool. Thank you all. Also, they're supposed to fix Joy-Con drift. I've heard that. I've heard that they're doing a very similar Joy-Con sort of concept of things you'll find on like the Steam Deck, which is basically like a magnet-based one as opposed to like a bearing-based one, which is good because it won't wear down. Well, it will, but we're talking a lot longer. Because Joy-Con drift was an absolute nuisance. I fixed like 2 of my own Joy-Cons myself. With the video, I can't remember their names, so I apologize, but they did a video on all you need to do is cut a tiny square of cardboard, put it underneath, fixed it. I think I was tripping, but I'm pretty sure I just saw Mary just like T-pose and move forward. No, I think I'm going crazy. I hate Scabba so much, they ruined me. Getting the studios Optimus Prime, yeah, it's so annoying. I think it should be considered a crime, genuinely, in my opinion. I think it should be considered a financial crime. Well, we're entrepreneurs. Oh, that's what they said about Bitcoin and stuff like that. And we now make it very difficult for people to get a hold of it in the UK, like they should. It shouldn't be a finance. Crypto's always been cringe. I remember putting like 20 quid on crypto like years and years ago, thinking, this will be fun. Just stick 20 on so I can watch the graph go up and down. And I was like, wow, this is so much fun. Right, I'm never going to trade again. It was simple as that. I was like, it's a Bitcoin. I'm done. I'm bored. Just, so, oh. Don't know, man. I'm all for people building their own company, building their way forward without any sort of constraints that you'd find in like usual employment. Abso-freaking-lutely. Most countries were built on people on their own back, effectively, working out on their own back. But scalping? I hope they make it a crime. And I hope they punish people for past deeds as well. I did like that, like it's Dr. Evil, but I mean, that's actually more Dr. Good, you know, so. Releasing scalpers is because people, desperate people with more money to burn will pay the money. I know, and it just screws everyone else over. The good news is, scalpers have started to realize that they're losing a lot of money. Hey, boy. Like, getting into a lot of financial troubles, and it's like, self-inflicted. Because, like, loads of them bought, like, tens of 4070 supers and 4070 Ti supers, and guess what? The stocks never ran out. So they were like, oh, sold out everywhere. Pay this extra $200 to get this. Because we have it. It's not out yet, and we haven't received it yet. But we got an order in. But we haven't. We'll order it really quickly, don't worry. Release day rolls by. Still in stock. A few days later roll by. Still in stock. A week later roll, still in stock. LOL. Remember, guys, it's always morally acceptable to wait until you've received the goods from a scalper than say you didn't. I saw that on Instagram. I'm not saying I can condone it, but I found it hilarious. That's where I'm quoting it from. I'm not saying you should. 2007 TMNT film and 2003 TMT show was introduced to my first introduction to the Turtles. Oh, that's cool. Oh god, when did I get introduced? I think it was the 90s show. Not as in the 90s show, I mean like the 90s, like TMNT 90s animated show. What was it called? This one. It might have even been the 1987 one. It was the 1987 one. I wasn't even born in 1987. How long did this run for? Because it was on Fox Kids and Jetix. To 1996. So it was just playing repeats of a very old show. That's kind of not very old, but you know what I mean. Kind of crazy. Right in diary, go to sleep. We're not zooming through the days like we were last time because I'm still getting back into the rhythm of it. "13 dinosaurs need attention." The pen is dirty. Wait, you're crowding around something and it's not poop. Where the hell is the poop? Thank you, Lucky. Oh, to be a popular show. Your first exposure was the comic book. Crikey, the comics were like really stylized, if I remember correctly. Did Rob Liefeld ever touch them? I feel like he did. I don't know if he did, but I feel like he may have done something. I might be getting mixed up though. Because that was his sort of 90s style, the TMNT sort of comic book style. No, he did not. Okay, are you sure? We don't have pecs the size of manhole covers? I mean, the shells, but you know. That's still one of my favorite Captain America images. I'm not going to lie to you, unironically. I just love it. It's just like... It just looks like the man went over to Atlas and said, I hear you're holding the world. Let me give you a hand, and just one-handedly just help him. Like, bruh. It's just Mia. Okay. That's nice and easy. Where's the poop? Yeah? There. Oh, I didn't completely clean it. Oops. My bad. I love and hate that image because... Does everyone know what we're talking about? Hold up. Hold up. Let me get it open. Also, did everyone watch the animated... Has that been playing in the background the entire time? Yes, but muted. Okay, good. Rob Liefeld, Captain America. Here we go. I didn't even have to finish typing everything in. And he recently redid it with Falcon, didn't he? Can I just see open image in new tab? There we go. Right, here we go. Prepare yourselves for this. Absolute unit, right? That unrealistic beauty standards for men, right? Look at the size of that unit. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, if we take the measurements here, right, from like peak of the chest will probably be left or right pec, so we'll just go from here like all the way to that, which is the end of his lat. So they're saying his torso is as wide as it is tall, because look, that is his belt, right? From belt to neck is, in fact, let's get copy image, paint.net. We're doing this. I need to know. Paste image. Right, okay, cool. So let's zoom in. We're going to take a line tool over a new thing. Where's my line tool? Here we go. Right. So from belt to neck. So if we just quickly get a good section, say it's about here, right? So just so I can do this. From belt to clavicle, we'll say, is that distance. Okay. I'm now going to copy that line and paste it so I can move it. I didn't copy just that line. Ignore me. Right. And then we're going to go to a new one, and we're going to go from the furthest point right here to the furthest point right here. And now I'm going to Control A, cut, rotate, rotate, rotate. Look at this size difference. I know it's perspective. And because it's perspective, arguably, it would be like here to, say, there. You can't see where I'm pointing, but just middle of the star, shall we say. So you take off a good, a couple of centimeters there, right? So you'd probably put it about here. Bruh. Still incredible. Absolute work of art. Absolute work of art, that is. Right, let's come out of this. Don't save. Back to Paleo Pines. He did it with Cable and Deadpool, yeah. That was before Deadpool was more than a Deathstroke interpretation, shall we say. Before he became the zany little gremlin we know and love. The perspective and the proportions so off. Yeah. 90s comics was a wild time, though. I'll give Liefeld some absolute credit, though. He's gotten a lot better with perspective and that sort of proportions, and that's awesome, you know? I think it's going to be 4 because I feel like that's one of the day colors, but I can't remember. Anyway. I also remember people like absolutely ripping into Liefeld because he couldn't draw feet apparently, but like I've seen his recent works and I feel like he's made sure the feet are like front and center half the time. So he's like, yes, I can. Yes, I can, Chief. And, you know, even venerated comic book artists change style, get more experience over time, and it's just genuinely awesome to see. You know? Wow. Cloudy sunset. Where's the second one he is? Oh, there. It's very confused for a second. Not seeing many of the differences in colors with these guys. In fact, it's an orange and mint colored one again. There's Dragonfly again. Yeah, it's Dragonfly, right? Yeah. I want to know how that image got through the editors. I guess it's one of those images that, like, either it just got brushed past, or they were like, this is so uniquely weird. We're going to let it fly because it's going to cause conversation. Which is an absolutely valid marketing technique, to be honest. Otherwise, I don't really know. Because it's definitely stylized. I think that's a fair assumption. No. Okay, nice and easy. No. I love the little, like, green Seratos. They look like they got little white socks on. It's kind of cute. I still haven't got a Dimetrodon. I've got my Deinonychus. I've got my Utahraptor now, which is awesome. But I've still not got my Dimetrodon or my Troodon Ultra Rare yet. Or another T-Rex, you know? Those are my big 3 hunts, and I'm looking forward to the next color update. And I don't imagine T-Rex will get another Ultra Rare. It doesn't need them. Troodon's got enough, but it's not got a recent one. You know, a new one would be great. I think the worst thing that could happen is I get to the picnic, I get my melanistic, and I'm like, okay, but let's see if it changes color, and it just changes to like a different color that's not the one I wanted, like the new one in an update, and I would lose out on a Toothless. That's the only thing I can think of for a picnic. No. Archaeopteryx, we have Peach, Rust, and a Turquoise. There were barely BBs in forums in the 90s, and I remember the controversy. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, an actual living through that controversy must have been so funny. I mean, trust me, I know how aggressive comic nerds can get. I don't know that color. I know these two. I don't know that one. It's not an ultra rare because they have albino, melanistic, and I think treasure now. There may have been one other. I can't remember what it was. 2 light blues of varying light blueness. Wisteria and Cherry. Cool. What do we have over here? That's a hare. I thought I saw a spider crawling across the microphone and was about to scream. Took a second to just focus my eyes, and it was a Nimbus hare. A nice large grey fluff. Stuck to the Velcro. I don't know if you can see it. You can't because it's so fine, but yeah, it's there. I'm going to assure you. So there was that. Did I go to the desert? Yes, I did. Rare vanilla coffee. Thank you very much. That would be a real sad violin music moment. Yeah, yeah, yes, it would. Oh, that would pluck my old art strings. That would. Right, 16th, go to sleep is gonna be the time. So, I think we are at 45. We will double check because obviously we're going to get to 50 soon. And if we do get another couple of ultra rares, I want to make sure I celebrate our 50th ultra rare, which I really hope is a melanistic Trudon just for good measure. I think what we're going to need to do then is do the maths quickly. Because if I'm at 45 now, if I get 4 more by the end of year 7, we are up to a 7 per year average, which is insane. It's just, you know, how lucky I am, you know? I find so many ultra rares in every game I play Pokemon. I've got like 330 different shinies in Pokemon Violet. Pen is dirty. Where? There. I've caught so many luckies and rare pals in Power World. And of course in this game. Dove has got the wrong food. You need carnival kibble. Again with the right click. Just so I can pick up poop while I'm doing this, but if I remember correctly, we only need 2 stacks to fill up 1. I needed 4 stacks. Oops. Oops. So I need another 3 stacks. 4 stacks, because that's not going to be enough. So... no, I just need 2 more stacks, actually. I'm being stupid, because we needed 4 to begin with, and we've done 2. There we go, Dove. 10 dinosaurs. Is there poop in here as well? Yes, there is. Oh, yeah. Giant pile of poop right here. You happy now? You're happy now. Fantastic. We love to see it, to be honest. And there's a big old pile of poop here. I said we love to see it. I don't think any of them wants to see a poop pile that size. And... great pen. Great pen. Great pen. Cool. Let's go around to the other side. Great pen. Great pen. Oh, the pen is dirty. I think I just saw. Yes, I did. Okay, Maul, you have pooped. Let's just pick it up. Got a really itchy neck. I need to get like a moisturizing balm of some description for my neck, because my neck still hasn't recovered from when they kept using. They've stopped using it now. The ones that I go to now, they've all learnt their lesson. None of them use the stabilizer thingy machine. And that's great, but my neck's still not recovered from when they did use it. So that's not ideal. 2 dinosaurs. Fantastic. Who is it? Is it Nimbos? No, it's Dooku. Okay, cool. So I need to get like balm and stuff on my neck, because I use aftershave, of course, but that's more of an irritant than anything else. I need to get like an actual moisturizing balm. Yeah, I know. Used all my stamina up. 1 more. Thank God I sped things up. And then we're going to go throw everything away, including the kibble. And we're going to zoom away. Now, I think if I was going to do like a very long stream on this game, like 6 hours plus, at that point, I would have to make sure the predictions are what, how many ultra rares I think we're going to get. And I might give bonus points out if I can to people who could predict what. Oh, I guess not what dinosaur, because there's like 20 different options there, but like what region I think would be a good one. Desert, a valley, or Dapplewood. So I think that'd be a good one. I did check these. I can't remember it. So we'll go double check. These guys. No. No. Always check for the snoot. And we'll go to the desert first, because why not? Is there any ultra rares that you guys are actively hoping to get? I know, obviously, Tyrannos is any ultra rare T-Rex, please. Is there any, like, white whales for you guys? Because the white whale for me is obviously the melanistic Trudon, above all else. That is the one I'm looking for. Then maybe Dimetrodon and another T-Rex. I'm hoping to find the treasure T-Rex. Tamelbloom Theory, of course, but my biggest one is 100% the melanistic Trudon. Milkshake T-Rex. Yes, that's a fantastic one. Fair play. Meerkat, that's absolutely a solid option. Oh. I'm going to zoom, and I'm nearly home. So, Dapplewood, how long have we been live? An hour. Okay. I actually thought, I'm not going to lie to you, thought it'd been longer. Time flies when you're having fun, but it also can drag when you're having fun. It's weird. Time is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Fun fact. I learned that from one of the most astute science-based shows known to man. Doctor Who. Because that... Who was it that said that? Was that Matt Smith or David Tennant that said wibbly wobbly, timey wimey? Can I remember? I can't. 1, 2, 3. No, okay. Noble Centro, because I got the Portals one and I want them together. That's fair. That's fair. Absolutely fair, to be honest. The worst part is me saying what's the one you're looking for will probably end up in me finding them and you finding what I want. That's just how, unfortunately, the luck can go. That's a day-based one. Don't get your hopes up. I'm telling myself, not you guys, because every time, it's such a nice based color one. It's so good. Just pop down here because I saw 2 light blues, but I couldn't just verify that they are. Yes, they are indeed light blues. It's so nice. I think that's the Saturday or Tuesday, 1 and 2. Tuesday. So there is that. But remember, if you always, like, you start to get used to the dinosaur numbers in the locations. And if you see an extra number... Oh, hello! Oh, okay. Meerkat is gifting 5 tier subs. Thank you very much, Meerkat. I heard the dong and it made me jump. But thank you very much. Inverton, Joshy Plays, Vesteria, Samantha, and Hey Sarah. Might be Sarah, so I apologise if I got that wrong. We just gifted subs. Thank you very, very much, Meerkat. Sorry I'm late. No worries, Phoenix. It's always good to be here. The music's still playing. I also like I've got Jurassic World, but it's just a... I need to get like a... I still need to do custom alerts. I do. I think there's a few out there that I feel like clips of would be brilliant. Thank you, Phoenix, as well, for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it, but it's all good. We have Mr. Plasma, Angie P, the Jurassic King 1. Oh, King's here. Boy, what hell. Silver Wolfie, which I assume Silver Wolfie. Very cool. Thank you very much, because I was not expecting the first 5, let alone the next 5, guys. Mucho appreciado, but I also think, unfortunately, that takes Phoenix off of the funny number. There is an emote coming soon, I'm pretty certain, for the candy. So I was thinking, oh, the candy can be locked behind like the height, because you got like loads of slots for like tier 2 and tier 3 subs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I want people to have access, especially with Phoenix, because like Phoenix is the candy man. He can't be locked out of it. So I'm like, I'm making sure it's tier 1. All the good stuff's gonna be tier 1. The only thing I'd ever release at tier 2 or tier 3 is just different colored emotes, and that's probably it. Like ultra rares. It's still going. We're down to Silver Wolf B, which I think is the last one. Okay, cool. But yes, thank you guys very much. Mucho Apreciado, Phoenix, and a Meerkat. I have done everything today. Correct. I have checked every location. Let's just double check your stamina to be certain. Yeah, we have. It's around 200. Also, did you level up again? You did! So Nimbos has now got 650 stamina. Which is kind of crazy. So it should go up, I think, 50 again, and then it goes up by 100 each level until 100. So we're writing diary. Keep playing and go to sleep. You have a new friend invite. Sorry, I was reading a Steam notification. Today is shenanigan. Oh, wow, what a... Yeah, I'm not going to it. I think we all know the only event I like going to is the picnic. I'm hoping I finished off all the quests for Agami and Avery's quest line, so I don't ever have to deal with the... I deleted that episode. I was so stressed in that episode. The Spice Getty episode. We'll call it the Spice Getty incident. I was so stressed. It was a 20-minute long video that I cut short because I said, nah, let's just cut the video too short because I'm too angry. I'm so glad I deleted it. Long story short, quest system in this game, much to be desired. I was not happy. So I deleted it. Don't need that sort of negativity. I can live without it. All the negative connotations, I was just like... Today's shenanigans. We've also had stuff blown on the ranch, and we have 12 dinosaurs. Ginger Mimus, Sidious. Berg. Okay, a lot basically. It's only 12, but I can just feel like every time I see them, like the numbers pop up, I'm like... So that's taken us down to 7. Because we've done 5. Let's make sure I got all the poop in here. What a great pen. Yeah, that looks about right. Great pen. Great pen. Great pen. Okay, zoom along. Great pen. Yeah. Looks pleased. Cool. I somehow ended up inside. Not going to question it. Okay, let's just run around. Do it all manually rather than just constantly having to remember things. It's hard. This should be 6 now. Yes. Cool. You've recently pooped, so I can't imagine that would be the case. You two will take us down to 4. So we have 1 more individual. There was 2 poops in here. It won't be Maul. I can't imagine it's Malik, so... Oh, it is Malik. You pooped again, did you? It's kind of crazy. And then these 3. That should be all of the dinosaurs needing to be cleaned. Yeah. We do love it. Now we hop on to Nimbos and just go for our ultra hunts. Just what I've always wanted. Another broom! Yeah. Whenever you get the gifts from Marlow and I'm like, yeah, this is like the 60-second broom you've sent me, mate. I'm all good. I think he's stopped now. I feel like they've updated it and they just stopped him sending stuff altogether, or just not sending a broom. Again, because once you've got 1, that's all you really need. At least from my understanding. Now, I'm really hopeful that we get either a big update at some point. Probably not the next one. I think the next one's just going to be skins, which they can just work on the side quite quickly and easily in. But I'm really, really hopeful that we get a big update. And as I said before, new regions, etc., etc. Whether that's a paid DLC or not, doesn't matter. I'll probably pay for the paid DLC either way. I definitely will. But I would like, in the next big update, if we are going to new regions, like new resources to gather, like ore. That'd be great. That would be great. Oh, also, that reminds me of a story I was going to tell you guys, and I've only just remembered. A nice swamp, yeah. I got to get to 420 gifted. I just need to pay my parents last month. No, dude, you don't have to do anything, but I do appreciate it. And also 420 is a funny number as well, so yeah, maybe. Yes, I was going to say, I remembered a core memory as a child. Someone will correct me on this, because I can't remember if it was Walking with Dinosaurs, Walking with Beasts, etc. There was an episode in the series where a Dimetrodon is in a burning forest. And as a child, I registered that as a Dimetrodon was breathing fire. So for the longest time in my childhood, I believed Dimetrodons were what dragons were based on. And could breathe fire. People saying, oh, the damage that Jurassic Park did to the Dilophosaurus, it couldn't spit venom. Bro, don't worry, children will make the assumption just by seeing two things in the same image. Fire, Dimetrodon breathe fire. We did that by ourselves. Also, no. Nope. Nope. Can't see the fourth one though. Yellow, cream. Oh yeah, okay, I do. And yeah, no, like seriously, I remember people often talk about the Dilophosaurus and they're like, "Ah, it didn't spit venom, it didn't spit venom." But it was Jurassic Park. If we were looking for accurate dinosaurs, we'd watch a documentary, some of the documentaries, for accuracy. But it was supposed to be, look at this, look how scary this is, look how big this is. Now, I have seen some bad takes saying that feathered dinosaurs wouldn't be scary. I absolutely disagree. I have seen cassowaries, I have seen shoebills. However, now, please hear me before I say the full thing, because it's going to sound bad. I don't think Jurassic Park would have been as big as it was had it been feathered dinosaurs. I can't explain it, but it comes down to like how the general public will perceive it's just a big bird. And you know, a lot of the general public don't know the things like the cassowary exist, the shoebill exists, or more importantly, they don't know the most powerful being of all existence, the kiwi, exists, you know. So there's a lot to it that I think genuinely they were like, oh look, it's crocodile-like, and that's kind of scary, and oh, you know, just scales, oh, like Godzilla. I think its success landed because of that, and I think that not recognizing any other possibilities, you know, we're talking hypotheticals, I genuinely think it wouldn't have been as big. I still think a lot of kids would have enjoyed it and grown up and watched it and thought, oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to be into paleontology as I grow up, and this is going to be my sole hyper focus for most of my life. But I don't think it would have reached as much of a general audience. I will be completely and utterly honest. I could be very, very wrong on that matter, and I'm not saying it as a fact. That's just my stance. Now, coming back to it, I do think feathered dinosaurs are terrifying and can be terrifying, and we need someone to do it properly. So please, if someone can do it, you know, in a film or video game format, I'd be very pleased. I mean, look at the bloody Therizinosaurus from Jurassic World. Oh, what was the last and worst one? Actually, no, it wasn't as bad as the second to last one, actually. But the theory from Jurassic World, haunting. Absolute pure psychopath behavior. Did I check the Applewood? Yes. Did I check the T-Rex? My brain is frying. The Red Raptor too. Red Raptor? On the... Oh, yes, the Pyroraptor. It was a Pyroraptor, right? I want to say. Was it a Dakota? No, it wasn't a Dakota. It was a Pyro... Was it a Pyroraptor? Google, save me from saying wrong things. Pyroraptor, Jurassic World. Oh, oui, oui. It was the Pyroraptor. It's almost like I know some dinosaurs. But still call a Troodon a Troodon. You know? It's all good. Oh, I don't remember if I asked Beaver that question. No, I didn't. I don't know if I asked Spike that question. I'm gonna have to ask them. Oh, Spike we did ask on stream. But yeah. Access, storage, dump. Nothing else. No. Oh no, we're gonna miss shenanigans. I was working the other month. We had a very, very busy day at work. There was a lot of issues and incidents. And effectively, I didn't leave my desk from 7 a.m. until about 3:30, where I managed to fit in my first break, which was just going outside to have a vape. Bumped into someone from the contact center. I said, "Hi, how you doing?" Blah. I then proceeded to take, I'm not kidding, like a 20-second hit on the vape. And it was magical for me. I'm not condoning vaping or nicotine. Don't do it if you haven't. Just don't. It's not worth it, trust me. But it was magical. It hit the spot. However, now here's the big however. I went really lightheaded. And the only thing that came out of my mouth to this other professional person was, I may have girl bossed a bit too close to the sun. And I realized that being online a lot has severely diminished my social ability. They laughed like hell. However, I realized what I'd said afterwards, and I was like, that's a weird thing to say out in public. That's fine. They've always known I'm a bit of a weird one. It's all good. What a great pen. See, it said 20 dinosaurs, but I'm struggling to find them. You know? Pen is dead. Okay, I take it back. I've just seen that there's poop in here somewhere. Are you all crowding around it? Good lord. It doesn't need bodyguard detail. I need to check the Sente as well. What a great pen. Thank you. I designed it myself. And the pen is... There it is. Ah, yes. The two large dinosaurs trying to take credit for it. Out, Chief. I got them all. Amazing. We ride. Yes. Did you see the documentary? Is that the one where they tried to convince people dragons were real? What color is that? I feel like I have seen it before, but I feel like not in this shading? I don't know. What color is this? This is the sunset, but oblong, because I've seen the circle pattern. There we go. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, is that the one, that documentary? Because I definitely watched that as a kid. And once again, thought that it was a real documentary uncovering the facts about dragons. And it was such a success, the way that they did it. They did one about mermaids too. I remember this. Didn't have the same effect though. Thought that I saw a melanistic then, but I didn't. My eyes are just failing me. Hang on. Schnoot. Schnoot. Nope, orange. Cool. Wow, there's most of them on the right-hand side. You don't see that too often with the Corythosaurus. No, okay. I think so, yeah. No, I remember that documentary. I remember watching it like, whoa, wow, dragons are real. There was a point there was a dragon swimming in a lake as well. I remember that, or a river. I do recall that part. I wouldn't mind doing a watch party of that at some point, actually, because I feel like it might not have aged as well as we remember it. I wouldn't mind watching it, just to be honest. Even not in a watch party, I might just watch it. I have been catching up on my anime. I'm fully caught up on new series. I've not caught up on my old ones yet. I still need to finish catching up on Spy X Family and Shield Hero. So yes, but I have caught up on Solo Leveling. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. The manhwa is apparently like really good as well, so it's like, okay, yeah, I can see it. I genuinely love it. The animation's amazing. The colors are amazing. Looks so nice on the OLED. So I've been catching up bit by bit. I've also been watching The Undead Adventurer. It's off to a reasonable start. I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of goofy. Tried watching another anime just to see what it was like. I couldn't get into it. It's not that new. It was an older one, but I think it's Classroom of Heroes. I just couldn't get into it. It was just like, nah. I read the manhwa. There's so much more awesomeness to come. Oh, I can't wait. I've heard that it's like one of the most popular manhwas of all time. So it's like, when it finally got announced, I was like, okay, this is got to be gas, right? And everyone was like, this is so gas. And I'm like, okay, right. I'm waiting with bated breath. I'll see if it's any good. And I watched the first episode, and I was like, because I'd waited till like 3 episodes came out, and then I started watching that. It's a day-based color, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it when 3 have come out so I can get a good opinion. I'll watch the first episode, and what I usually do is I'll watch the first episode, see if I want to continue watching. If I do, I'll go 3 more episodes and then see if I really want to continue watching, basically. I watched the first episode, I was like, yeah, this is sick. I watched the first 3 episodes and I was like, I need to watch more. Why isn't more out? And I have stopped myself from reading the webtoon or the manhwa, and I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to watch this as an anime only for the first time ever, without looking up anything. Because I usually look stuff up and end up spoiling stuff, and I'm like, oh, and then because I've spoiled some of it, I'm like, I might as well read all of it. I'm just avoiding it. I've done really well with it so far. I've usually caved by now, I will not lie. But it's so good. I'm looking forward to a few other things that are going to come out over the next year. We've got My Hero Academia movie 4 that, for the first time, I don't understand where they're going with it. So I don't know if I'm super excited about it. I'll watch it, and then I'll base an opinion on it after I've watched it, of course. But Heroes Rising, World Heroes Mission, and what was the first one? I've forgotten its name. I enjoyed all 3 of those. I think Heroes Rising was my favorite by far. The only issue I have is it's been confirmed, much to people's chagrin, that those 3 movies are canon. And I've always said they've always been canon. It was confirmed they were canon. The only reason they were considered not canon was because of a mistranslation by Funimation, and that was it. They've always been canon. Call it an ass pull in certain areas, I don't care. It's canon. You choose to accept it that it is simpler. However, I have seen people go, it's the characters are canon, the plot isn't, and it's like, that's reach. That's reach, all right. I know a lot of animes have non-canon movies, like One Piece is a big one for that, for example. However, a lot of movies have canon movies. Just because it's not adapted from the manga doesn't mean it's not canon. I think a great example is Sword Art Online had a movie with 2 characters that weren't canon to the manga, that then got added to the light novels, I believe, later down the line, much later down the line. And then they were in the series, which is an animated, and they're like, oh, it's not canon because it's not adapted straight from... Yes, it's canon. Canon does not something you conflate with adapted. Canon is as it dictates by the creator. Like a creator could go and write something, and then later on down the line write something, produce a show, work alongside the people that produced the show, and say, I did this wrong, can you correct it? That doesn't mean it's not canon. There could be several canons, but it's not canon. Anyway, back to my original point. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking I can't even defend this one for being canon, because where it takes place, like, his costume's wrong. So I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. It could be when they were on their way back to UA, I guess, but we'll see. And writing diary. Keep playing, go to sleep. I will say yesterday when I was paintballing, I wore a short sleeve shirt, a long sleeve shirt. Bearing in mind I die in the heat, I'd like to have been a short sleeve shirt. I remember how painful paintball can be. I did with pain fine, especially when your adrenaline's pumping. But I was like, if I can like minimize bruising, especially like in areas I don't want bruises, I'm fine. I also wore a pair of boxers, a pair of PJ bottoms that were quite baggy, and then a baggy set of tracksuits. Also, I could prevent damage to areas I really didn't want damage. The last time I went paintballing prior to this one, I was hitting my thigh. Now you might go, that sounds painful, but why is that so painful? Well, you see, when it hit the thigh, it didn't burst, and the ball ricocheted elsewhere. Also, I had someone try doing their damnedest to try and draw a smiley face on my backside. So yes, I was taking no risks this time, and I do not regret it. You only had the one bruise, I think I showed it earlier, but let's see if I can find it. That's visible right now. There's one on my chest, and I'm pretty sure there's one on my back. Where is it on this arm? Right here. Right here. But, yeah, nothing too crazy, which was nice. I think I got a hit over, like, 9 games 3 times. I just remember, like, the best part of it was right at the end. We had around, between us, 200 rounds left, which between 9 people isn't a lot, right? Most of us only had 10 rounds, and one guy had, like, so many because his, like, for 2 games, his gun kept jamming, so we were like, yeah, no, let him have, you know, the leftovers, it's only fair. And it wasn't a game, you see, because we were going for my brother's birthday, my twin brother's birthday. Not as in my twin, but my brothers that are twins. We decided that the final round will be the gauntlet, aka they run past us whilst we're in a firing line. That might seem cruel. It might seem funny. It was both. Now, they had to do that while one of my brothers is a bit more laddie than the other one, or lad, you know, sort of thing, whereas the other one's quite quiet, reserved, but he's also a bit of a lad, you know? Was dressed in light blue and pink tight clothing, while the other one was in the full camo stuff that they give you, the overalls. And my brother that was in camo got hit once in his hand. That was it. My brother that wasn't in camo and was slightly less disguised, although you know what they say, they're always expecting someone in camo, they're not expecting someone in bright colors. He got lit up. I mean, truly lit up. He got hit, I think, 30 or 40 times in that gauntlet run. And I can tell you that I know that he got that hit that many times because he was covered in paint afterwards, but also he was jumping like, I could see him getting more and more agitated as he was running past. And they were both going at some speed, bearing in mind. It was kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. Just seeing that, and I was like, this is comedy. This is peak comedy. Right, 3 more dinos. Oh, I missed them. I must have missed the second boop. But no, I do love a good bit of paintball. I've got one more paintball session this year, and that is for a friend's stag do. That is later in May, and I have to drive a lot further to get to it. So, yep, that's going to be fun. And hop on this. I think that's because of wide distribution, we're probably just regular reptiles and maybe dinosaurs that went extinct. We're probably just regular reptiles and moved dinosaurs. Huh? I'm confused on this. I don't know which tangent that relates to. I apologize. I've had like 8. Oh, dear me. Right. How close are we to the next season? Ooh, a couple more days. How long have we been live? An hour and 35. Okay. Got through over half a season in a stream isn't too bad. what we'll do is we will continue the stream. It's not going to be a super short one. You know, make up for the fact we didn't stream on Monday. I appreciate, obviously, we had to do that last minute cancel. So we will probably finish this up in the next half hour on this, and then we'll jump into some Paleo world. And I'll show you my single player world that I've been playing. Not one that pertains to streaming or recording, just one I've genuinely enjoyed. And it's been a lot of fun. And kind of crazy. And I will show you something that I'm incredibly proud of. It's not the most efficient one, but I have got an Anubis that has got all souls into work speed. It is level 5 handiwork, because you can get them to one level above what their max level is of their tasks if you combine them with over 120 of their peers or mates or relatives or whatever. And it's got some really good stats when it comes to work speed as it is. So he's an absolute unit that I can throw out and just, because he's always with me, I don't put him on any particular ranch, I just throw him out. Because I've been doing some stuff, and he's just been an absolute godsend, to say the least. I've also got a Frostallion that I've combined a bit with, that I'm currently breeding loads of. I'm using the boss Frostallion as opposed to try and breed a better one, because it's got decent stats, and if you breed them, they lose like their super high HP pool, like some incredible IVs, basically. So you want to just keep catching them until you find them on that's perfect, basically. And he's got some decent stats, and he's got the runner perk, which is useful. But the Frostallion's great, because if you ride the Frostallion and use weapons, it imbues your weapons and attacks with frost or ice damage. And the even better thing about that is a blueberry muffin and not a proud, yep, is it increases the damage as well. And the more you level up that skill, the more damage you deal. Now, I've got an attack +2 accessory, a legendary rocket launcher, which I got from butchering some jet dragon bosses. So catch them, then butcher them for double the chance. I do recommend that, because I had done, I think, like 30 different individual runs trying to get them. And in the end, I found out that butchering works. So, yeah. I also did loads of dungeon runs, because dungeons are genuinely fun to me, and also they give you like some good accessories, so on and so forth. Is it easy to have multiple sales of Power World? Because some people I watch make it seem like you can only get one. I have 3. Stream, which I won't probably use anymore, I'm not gonna lie. I want to do a stream just to do here's a stream of it. The recording world and my own world. So we'll probably, if we do stream it in the future, just be my own world, although we might use the stream world to like play multiplayer at some point. Yeah, I have 3 worlds. Very easy. You can change the settings on any one of them, so they can all be a bit different. It's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's probably best we do come off this game soon-ish, because I have forgotten every place we've already checked today. And that's going to be dangerous for ultra rare checking, because I don't know what I've checked and what I haven't checked. So we'll go off Paleo Pines shortly and go into Power World, but so I wanted to see if I could get to the end of the month first. Just try and focus a bit. Focus the brain. No. Right side is, I don't think I've checked this area, because I can remember the last time I checked these guys, there was another Therizinosaurus, because it was a day-based one. So, that's good. I know I've checked the desert. I've checked the valley. All we are genuinely missing is just through here, I guess. Green, Noble, and Peach, Silver Carno. Some form of coffee, and just some purples. Here it is. Trudon number 1 is green. Trudon number 2 is coffee. Oh, we have got more than that. Cherry and grass or dragonfly. One of those, I'm sure. Or leaf. The last 2 dinos of the day are compies. Blueberry muffin is not an ultra rare for the Compsognathus, is it? No, I remember they only have albino melanistic, isn't it? No, they don't. They have albino melanistic, moonglow, pearl, colourful pride. So yes, none of these. They have quite a few though. which is good. So if you see some vibrant colors, you know, like, oh, that could be it. And okay, rare blueberry muffin. Look at that, odds on it already. You already know exactly what I'm looking at and going, no, it's just rare. And writing diary, I go to sleep. I still need to see when we get the next Gami quest, because I've not been into the village in a while, or the town I should say. Come on, tell me how many. Now, 12. Ooh. But I do need to see if we got any more Agami stuff, because there is the library we still need to do to finish off that section of the journal. So that's the library. The tapestry you get from a Zara quest, but I've not seen a Zara quest pop up in a while, so I'm assuming it has to be a specific parameter to find it. Maybe you have to be friends with her a little bit more. Maybe you have to do some quests for her, like side quests on the community board, so on and so forth, but it's fine. The pen is dirty, no! I can't remember how many we've done. I think we've only done like, is that 5? So yeah, 7. Great pen. Great pen. Pen is dirty. You've been pooping quite a lot. Also, stop crapping where you eat. You produce a lot of crap for very little food, I will say. You've got one of the best food to crap efficiencies I've seen. Because you've not been eating that much. The pen is dirty. Alright. I still love the sort of pastel light blue with this like sort of, I don't know how to describe that brown. Is it pastel? I don't think so. It's nice though. Did I check you? Yeah, you're happy. Fine. What a great pen. What a great pen. What a great pen. Pen is dirty. In that case, we're down to 4 dinosaurs. So you 3, and who is the last one? Is it Vader or is it Azor? Allure, sorry. It is Allure. Lovely, that's nice and convenient because you're right here, and so is the food. Wow, I ran through the corner somehow. Hilarious. You've got the speckled version of the blueberry muffin, Compy. That's cool. Compsagathus. Or Compy, because it's much easier to say. Nope. Alright. That's the day-based one right here, which means there's still one more I'm missing, right? Yeah, cool. No. Check the Therizinosaurus shortly. So we'll go to the desert first, but we'll do the full check before we do that. So no. Cherry's very nice, but no. Cherry is an ultra rare on the Dinocyrus. I know this because I got one. I think I'm getting close to like maxing out. Some of the dinosaurs I have got like nearly all of their ultra rares or have all of their ultra rares, and there's some I've not seen one, which is wildly depressing. Right, we have one more day after today for checking the Tama Bloom. Also, I remember how this worked once I finish streaming this, and I play this for recording, probably next week. Or maybe tomorrow or Tuesday? I don't know. It's going to be an ultra rare. I can just feel it. I'm going to find an ultra rare. As for what? No clue. Tomorrow's stream is Poppy's playtime. We'll be playing chapter 1. And then we will move on to chapter 2 and 3 over the next couple of weeks. We will do sort of playthrough of all of the chapters. If I manage to get through chapter 1 tomorrow, I might try chapter 2, or we might just jump into another game. I don't know. But it will be good to just sort of try and power through the chapters effectively. Because I haven't played it. I enjoyed Project Playtime for quite a while, and that was genuinely a lot of fun to me. That's how we built up quite a bit of the community as well. It was genuinely quite a lot of fun. So I wouldn't mind a very nice yellow every time I see it. I say it. No, but there's no raptors out, which means they're up top, and I can't remember if I checked them or not. That's the cloudy sunset. I want to say not the sunrise, the cloudy sunset. I think the purple and orange, which I'm thinking is a reference to vaporwave. In fact, I'm 95% certain it's a reference to vaporwave, because like that stereotypical vaporwave image is a, I'm pretty sure a cloudy sunset. So I could be wrong. Maybe, probably not. But yeah, no, so tomorrow's stream's gonna be a little bit fun because I've not played it before. I've watched other people play it. So you might not get all the jump scares out. I mean, that's chapter 1 at least. Chapter 2 and 3, I've not watched people play it all the way through. So you might get a few of the jump scares and me going, we know how the puzzles work, how the game works in terms of the mechanics of the shooting thing. So it should be alright. Should being the optimum word. However that turns out, we'll find out. Nope. And we'll zoom along, find the last few checks for the day. All to be nout, which is fine. I think that's not treasure. They don't have treasure Archaeopteryx. It's just the sea foam or ocean or whatever it's called. I think the thing I'm most excited for this game is hopefully getting Spinosaurus and Sarcosuchus. But I'm hoping it's new regions. If it's not, I think we can all agree where the Sarco would be based. Down here somewhere. And the Spino, I reckon, should be the nighttime spawn for the T-Rex. Just throwing that out. But I feel like they'd be better suited to a new area. Hint, hint. Please. No. I just did a full loop. It's wet down there. Which we're going to see a lot of, unfortunately, because we're in the getting close to the Clytumnus season. And that's our checks for the day. Which means we'll do one more day. And then we'll move over to Power World. Which is good, because it effectively gives me a chance to just literally round out the end of the month. Oh, but what if we did one more day after that and we did one day in Clytumnus? Ooh. Time is it? 5:48? I reckon I can get that done in that time. Depends how much poop we're dealing with, because I might not want to. I have a feeling, like, if they do an update, we will probably get some form of automation for poop. I really freaking hope so, or at least add it to the debug menu. It's all I ask. Just so I've been open about the fact that if they put a menu in the debug, an option in the debug menu that lets me quote unquote cheat and get rid of poop permanently, or just press a button and it disappears, I will press it every day. I'm not gonna lie, I will press it every single day. I'm just not dealing with it. Like late game, you get punished for like having this massive ranch that you're so proud of, and you're like, oh, I got so many dinosaurs, and it's like, yeah, I'll clean up their poop, all of it. I mean, like, look, I didn't even check if the dinosaurs were over here when we needed poop. I just went in expecting it to be here because I've got so used to their pooping schedule. That is terrifying. The only pooping schedule I should be used to is mine, and even then, that's a wild ride. I don't know half the time. What a great pen. What a great pen. What a great pen. There's poop in here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, there is. And I think Insidious and Grievous. And remember, they usually poop in twos in this pen. Which they have. 4 more dinosaurs. Okay, that's not horrific. So that's 1 individual and a triple, I'm hoping. Tell me it's you 3. Nope. That's not good. I must have missed someone. Phenataco, cool. And Mir. Cool. So I've been quite smart recently. So I can find it. Oh, it's right here. It's turn off the speed. Got this little lovely thing for my keyboard. So I put it over to protect it getting dust, gander, and all that good stuff going into it. But I take my keyboard, which is brightly coloured, purple. So It's kind of wild to see, but I take it to the office and work with this because it's nice and silent. I love the way it feels, but more importantly, there is a very big reason why I do it. So I can get used to the buttons and where they are placed. Because I would go into the office on a full size, and I mean like max size keyboard, and type, do loads of things, write reports, etc. Come home and then work on a smaller keyboard and get thrown for a loop. And then when I go back to work, I'll be thrown for a loop. So my thought process is, if I take this in with me, I can't get used to one or the other because they're the same. And I have been doing that, and it's great. And my colleagues have been mentioning, like, I've been typing out, and they've been like, it's eerie. It's a loud car. It's been eerie. Just watching you type out into the chat, seeing it appear, but not hearing you type, and I'm like, yes, it's magical. And it's funny because I love the keyboard so much that I've been writing most of the reports because I've been like, yeah, I'll write that up. It's written up. And they're like, oh, wow, you did that so quickly. And I'm like, yeah, you know, what can I say? I'm just so good. Also, I really wanted to type it up, so I've been stealing all of the reports because I want to type up because I want to use my keyboard. And they look at me like, yeah, you're a nerd. And I'm like, I never deny that. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, possibly the last day. We will see how much poop we get tomorrow before I consider maybe doing one more day. So far, 0 ultra rares. It was kind of my fault. I should have done some off-camera loading. By that I mean get through a few days, maybe even a week off camera, because we'd recently got like 2 or 3 ultra rares, and I always get 2 or 3, and then we get a big old drought. And I should have pushed our way in so we wouldn't have a drought, but hey, part of the fun. I don't remember how I end the prediction. I don't even know if anyone bet on the prediction, so we might be all right. I cannot even remember. No. Do we know if anyone bet on the prediction? Because if they did, then I need to do the thing. If they didn't, then I don't need to do anything, I'm pretty sure. I also don't think I made it open for as long as I wanted. I want to give it a 10 to 30 minute opening time. I think it opened for 1 or 5 minutes. I don't know which. So, also I'm running lucky, not Nimbos. Oops. It's fine. One day. One day will be fine. Just because it means I don't have to go back. I know I should probably stop myself and then just so I'd get into my head. But, yeah, it's too much effort at this point. Sure. I need to think about what I'm going to have for dinner today. I feel like cooking something. So I've just been using ready meals, quick food, or, I'll be honest, takeaway a lot recently. Well, not all bad takeaways, not like unhealthy all the time. I had Nepalese food yesterday, which I always love. I absolutely loved it. I had pork fried rice and a pork curry and some sweet lassi. Oh, stuff hits the spot like nothing else. Nepalese food is just genuinely, it's my favorite. So I was very, very happy with that. I was going to get some momos because I love momos, but I was like, I'm getting curry and rice. The additional, like, sort of carb, probably a bit overload, so I was like, that's fine. Momos are effectively a dumpling before anyone gets curious. Right. This is Judgment Day then. We are going to check if tomorrow, or what will soon be today, has more than 20 poops, or 20 dinosaurs needing attention. We will move straight to Power World. If it has less than 20, we will spend one more day in this game just seeing in the new season. So, hedge your bets, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think? 20 or more, or less? 19 or less? Only 12? Wow. That's a sign. We're staying in the game. Come on. Come on, Nimbos. We're going to ride you the entire time. Actually, have a look at what we got. So, Dooku, Ginger, Starkiller, Amethyst, Thesente. Okay, so we'll do Dooku first, then we'll do Starkiller back that way. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're getting to the end of the year, and my predictions for some of the foods running out soon were right. Obviously, we still got more than enough to refill all of these, but kind of crazy. So I think Thesente is the only individual. I didn't do the maths, I'm not going to lie to you, but pretty confident on that matter. Because if there was 12, and we had 3 sets of 3 and 1 set of 2, then of course it has to be a 1. Because that will become another 3, which becomes 4 sets of 3, which goes into 12. Was it Dove or was it Ginger? I think it was Ginger. So Thesente, these 3, then Ginger Mimus. So is my chat. There we go. And I didn't actually need to jump on you just then, but alright. It's like people that get in the car to go 30 seconds. It's like, okay. And then all the way over here. Hop off. And there we go. Oh, guess. Right. As we had such a fortuitous day of 12 poops, I have a good feeling, maybe I'm feeling that we might see an ultra rare today. Maybe. Well, we can check up here for the Uplo, which is just the grass. We'll do the full check of everywhere else and move to the desert. So, these guys, it's 3, none of them ultra rare, fair dues. It is getting light, darker later, but it is quite dark already. The galleys spawn over here. Nope. Still of Isis, no. And the Wirasaurus, no. Okay. That's fine. Those are not the ones we're looking for at the moment. So, that's absolutely fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no. No. Absolutely not. Parasaurs, I've seen 3 of them, so small surprise there. You guys are a nope. So are you two, which is fine. The Dinocaris are a no on the first one, but this is where we want to go. Come on. Metrodon, T-Rex, one of you two. Be very happy. 1, 2, where's the third? Triceratops? There? No. Okay. Check the T-Rex, maybe? We've still got more Dimetrodon chances, and even after we check this T-Rex, we've got 1 more T-Rex check. Nope. I'm checking yellow, but I've got all their ultra rares, so I don't really need to. That is a Rust, once again, trying to screw me, yay. Did they go up there? No, the Raptors will be in their usual spot. Cool. And those Raptors are just the commons. Nicely does it. You also get 2 Post-Osuka spawns over here as well. Need to remember that. So I think I saw them both and they're both the same colour. They are. Nope. The pearl. Always the pearl, little Ovosaurus. Why is it a rare? Why is it a rare? Nope. Okay, well that was easy. No. Okay. Right, well. That's absolutely fine. Also, I need to get my hair cut before I go back to work, or I can get it done after, to be honest. Back in on Tuesday for overtime. And then I'm doing 3 nights after that, so 4 nights straight. But I had today and yesterday off work, because I would have been working otherwise. So I'd actually been finishing work in an hour. Which is kind of crazy. But I booked it off for paintball and paintball recovery. Not that I needed the recovery as it turned out, but it was nice just being able to not have to worry about work on day shifts. I'm more of a night shift kind of guy. I love my night shifts. But yeah, I'll figure something out in terms of keeping an eye out for the update because I'll be working for 4 days straight, and I know what it's like. The update for this game will probably come out during my work shifts, and I'm like, I can't cover it like last time. That's fine. But effectively, Paleo Pines will still be in our repertoire even after that update, even for a little bit longer. But we might move on to like other stuff as well. We're going to do some more games, maybe some single player games, maybe some multiplayer games, we'll see. But I've got a few things I wouldn't mind diving into. Power World is just eating my life, so yay. But there are a few other things. Did I see the green guy? No, Noble, Turquoise, and I thought I saw another Noble, right? Yeah, cool. Nothing spawns here during the season. We do get an extra galley spawn, though. That's nice. There's usually always water down here, so our Trudon chances drop massively. And we'll check these guys. Cherry and just cream. Cool. Alright, well, final day of Paleo Pines. No shiny. Damn shame that. But, hey, it's fine. This season usually gives me 1 or 2. So we might get some before the end of the year. We'll see. If we get 4, which I doubt, but if we do, we will be up to our magical 49, which will be 7 in 7 years. 7 per year in 7 years. So that's kind of cool. But we'll also be very close to number 50, which would mean that the picnic will likely be when we get the 50th. Because we don't count lucky. I might count lucky for the 100th, but I'm not going to count lucky for the 50th. Right, in diary, I go to sleep. And then we'll end the game. And we'll move over to Pal World for a bit. Not super long, but enough for me to just show you guys what I'm doing. Granny Garmi's birthday, woo! How many poops would I have had to deal with today? 15, still not that bad. They like patched it so it's not as annoying. So that's what's going on. I don't know. Right, let's close down Paleo Pines, go rid of Twitch, change everything over. Twitch.tv/Vertico. Go to a creator dashboard. Stream manager. Get it stream info. Let's. Oh god, why is caps lock not working? Let's. Oh, hold up. There we go. Right. Let's caps lock. Go dungeon crawling. That's probably the objective for Power. We're looking to do some dungeon crawls just for some good loot, because I wouldn't mind getting some Paldium fragments, but also maybe looking for some accessories. Pal World. Grazie. Vertico. Keep that in there. Yeah. Pal World. End game. Because it is pretty much end game material I'll be going through today. Oh, we did get some predictions. One and another one. Okay, well I'm gonna put the 0, sorry, because we've got no ultra rares that stream. Fair play. Pal World. Do you shiny hunt in Power World? It's a bit difficult. With Power World, it's not like something you can like actively monitor or change. It can just happen. So what we'll do is we will just allow. If we see a lucky, we'll absolutely grab it. You also have to keep an ear out because they make like a bell noise if they're nearby, which is kind of cool. Day 150. Start the game. I think my day speed and night speed are 1 and 1, in case anyone gets curious. But there we go. I shall jump in. I don't remember where I last spawned. Here we are. There's my Blazamart army. Okay, we're at this base. Cool, let me just... So I did a glitch prior to the update which removed the glitch, which was you could replace gliders with like another set of armor. So I did that. I'm not taking it off, but I'm currently got legendary armor, legendary helmet, legendary rocket launcher. Not got any of the other legendary stuff just yet. I've been trying to get the heat resistant armor legendary, but I need to be able to find it first, which is by getting a Necromus and catching it and then butchering it, basically. Do I have enough of these, actually? I think I do. Legendary spheres. Oh, yeah. 192, not too bad. I'll put the butcher's knife away for now, because we don't need that. So I have 2 jet dragons in my party. Speed and Nuke. Speed as the legend, which is attack, defense, movement, runner, divine dragon, and nimble. The only thing I'm missing is swift, which I'd like to replace divine dragon with, but I've just not come across a swift one yet. That would be an insane movement speed boost on top of all the other ones. We have our Frostallion, default Frostallion, Legend Ice Emperor with swift. I caught it with that. As you can see, it's the boss type, which you want to keep your damage dealers. It depends. PvP, it might not be super useful because there's certain moves that base on the size of the thing. This is a boss Legend Divine Dragon logging form, and I couldn't find any with decent stats, so I just used this guy. He's got aerial missile level 5, so I like crashed like 117 jet dragons into him, so just how many I've been breeding and catching. And then we have our Anubis. This guy has Serious, Artisan, Motivational Leader, and Positive Thinker, so nothing crazy. Serious and Artisan's always good, but I didn't get Work Slave like I wanted. Work speed of 154 because I boosted in, and level 5 Handiwork. I will show you just how insane that is, because I have stats like decent work speed stats. I've got a motivational leader on me currently, and I can put these on. I can have like 17, 1800, and I still can't match their speed. It's insane. So, go back to our other base. This is our base. I've seen a few videos on this location, so I saw it and I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And sure enough, it's a pretty damn good area. You can get coal and iron. If you're wondering how much coal and iron you can get, well, I'm currently making pal metal ingots, but before that I made a load of refined ingots. I've got 3,942 refined ingots. My pal metal's getting up there as well. You can get pal metal from obviously smelting palladium fragments and ore. But I also get them from other sources as well, like taking down the Necromus. It's kind of crazy. Yes. And then this is my other base. This is my breeding base where our Frostallions are currently breeding. I think we have got an egg. And they're breeding so that I can level up my Frostallions thing, which I think... Where are we? I need 64, which is going to take a while. Now, I have found something that can speed it up, but I'm not really good at it. And you might be wondering why there's an incubator up there. I'll show you why. There is a way to duplicate eggs. So you put it in, but you've got to quickly grab it out if you're on instant. If you're not on instant, you can do this so much easier, but I'm on instant, so... No, I didn't do it right. I feel like the Frostallion's been the most difficult. I was able to do this really easy with Anubis, but... No, hold up. No. Yay, look at that! So, you can see currently that egg is with me. So I can put it in here and hatch the egg. I've only been doing this for, like, getting better, getting more fodder effectively, but nah, I didn't do that time. See, and what you can do is if you accidentally put it in, you can go to B for build, destroy this, and then pop it down here. Once you destroy it, the egg can fall through whatever platform it's on, and I was doing it on the floor originally. Fell through the world. So I built like 2 level platforms there, so it would just drop onto the bed basically. But yeah, no, we've got some absolutely insane stuff. I mean, if we show you my speed jet dragon, just so you can see how fast we can travel through the world now. He has got the need for speed. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I freaking love it. We have got a third base, which is just pretty much just an ore base. Which is kind of crazy, but it's kind of just ore, and I use it for charcoal and just turning... That was close. I keep forgetting that's not to get off. F is to dismount. Just in case we want to damage things. Also, these guys keep getting stuck, and it is annoying considering one of these is like an uber-level chickpea, which is kind of insane, because he's got like... Could you stop getting stuck, guys? Honestly. I assume it would be 2 chickadees that are just random there, but there's one that's got like 4 or 3, I can't remember. Yeah, all 4 stars, which means he's just producing so much more eggs, because that's his partner skill. I haven't done that with Mozzarini yet. I was planning to, but I haven't done it yet. I was also going to do it with the bee as well. But look, 686 eggs is insane. Because you need them for, of course, turning stuff into cakes for the breeding. We've still got quite a few cakes left over, so I'm all right for now. So shall we go dungeon crawling? I think we shall. Best dungeons for resources are in the ice, because they give you so much better loot. They're level 45 to the higher level, so of course they will, but you can get some absolutely crazy stuff. What do I have on me? Do I have anything I can just drop for weight? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't have any powers on me that increase my carry rate, which I kind of regret, but hey. It's fine, I left my Wumpos back at base, it's cool. We're doing a game of Minecraft next. Wouldn't mind that. Game tour of Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've done a Minecraft game tour, but I think we did it not too long ago, actually, with our last stream. So this is one of the dungeon locations that can spawn. It's nice because it's right next to a teleporter. We haven't done it in a while, though. We haven't done a Minecraft dinosaur stream. We have, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago. Here we go, Paladin Fragments, grabbing that. We did get even closer to finishing the observatory, which is nice. I also feel like I'm mining so much more now that my attack is increased because of where is it? The armor, which increases it by 15%. Wouldn't mind getting a second one of that. There's Lunaris. They're pretty decent mid-game handiwork guys, because they've like level 3 handiwork. Pretty sure I saw a third one. Yes, I did. Padding Fragment is kind of like what I come in here for, as well as obviously like accessories and stuff like that. I don't recommend just coming in here finding all of the chests, because most of the chests aren't good. The chests you want are at the end of the dungeon, so you want to go to the boss, take the boss down, go there. How much ammo do I have for my rocket launcher? 104, yeah, should be alright. These guys are annoying as all hell, so we can get rid of them before they start getting aggroed. Because when I say they're annoying, I'm not lying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot that Jet Dragon was weak to ice. That's on me. Speed is currently out for the count. Could you stop? Fantastic. Right, also I picked up so much crap that I don't want. The quartz and stuff, I don't need that. Gonna pick up all of that. Great. Yeah, I know. Go away. Absolutely insane damage with a rocket launcher. I'm gonna ride on you because you've got a bit of better ice resistance. So, oh, is there a way I can take you out and the Paldium thing? Nope. Okay, would have been nice. Gonna hop off you so we get the rest of this Paldium. Would have liked to have maybe brought one of the carrying guys in here with me, because it would have been nice to have some extra carrying weight, but we can just drop the stuff that we get that's not what I'm looking for. And we'll continue onwards. I always get lost in this area, I'm not going to lie to you. When it's the one with the sort of like fortress in the middle, I always get lost on where I'm going. Right, for these guys, I can just use my machine gun because that's fine. I was originally catching loads of these guys and just butchering them for a chance of small power souls, but they got so arduous. But I've still got quite a few left that I can just butcher for small power souls, so that's nice. But I think my favourite thing is just being able to go ham with the assault rifle. So I wouldn't mind trying to get the legendary assault rifle, which I think is Blasma, and maybe the legendary shotgun, which is Suzaku. But look, you can just mine from a distance. I think that's brilliant. Mine with a gun. Right, obviously you can't check any maps in here. I have a rough idea of where I'm going. I'm pretty sure this will be a dead end, because I needed to go to the right as soon as we came in from the dungeon area. And they've not respawned, which is nice. Didn't go far enough for that to happen. Are you not getting aggro on me because you saw what I did to you, mate? Oh, you are getting aggro. Leave me alone. Oh, look. More of these guys. I don't think I got any small souls as we saw before. So we need to This might mean that they don't drop that many too often, so you have to kind of like be constantly looking out for it. They do drop small power souls, I can confirm as much. Yeah, I know you're trying to murder me. I can't see you because your shots are so annoying. I'll tell you what, screw this. Stop. Right. Where was the entrance? Here. Cool, so we go right. So I'm taking you out, you're not Speed. Speed is unfortunately passed out. Yeah, this is the route. This is the easiest route in this dungeon because you just got to go right. I always forget it though every single time. And then I think it takes you out until the little water area. I can't remember. Let's see. Once we get through. So it should be ice, yeah, and then water around the other side. And if you go through, follow it through, you will come across the boss room. Like so. Fine, we'll ride Nuke because he's fast, but... There we go. And we have some Ranger X bosses. I don't know what they drop, but all I know is they're dead. Oh, one of you survived! He didn't survive. He bounced, is the answer. He was alive when he went up, but he was not alive when he came down. Now, you may notice I'm dropping, like, loads of stuff that some people might consider useful. I just have a lot of everything, so I don't need it. Oh, I didn't drop the ancient material. Oops. I will go back to base and drop off a lot of this kit, though, because we genuinely have so much. I don't need that. And also, I have 4 million coins. So I have enough. And neither of these chests are good. So you want the purple one. These are both gold. So I won't get anything good. I take it back. We got 2 life plus 2. Pendants. So that's actually not too bad. So these pendants will increase stats much more than the original +1s that you find elsewhere. So I really do recommend them because, I mean, like, my attack stat is massively increased by 15%. That's huge. Defense is like, I think, 20-something% from it. So if I was to put one of my defense ones on, for example. So if we look at my defense now, 990. If I take off the hot things, we're not currently in a hot area, nor are we going anywhere. Defense, 1600. That's kind of crazy. Right, we need to go back to base to drop off a lot of kit. Also to revive speed. Go on, Nuke. Do your thing. Right. Back to base, and we might even go and try and do a boss run. Just for fun. That's the wrong base. Damn it. It's the breeding base. You don't want to be coming here. Although I am curious if they've been breeding. They have one there. They have one there. Cool. It's actually been working. Sometimes it doesn't, though they did fix a lot of the issues since the last update with it, so that's kind of cool. Orzurk keeps bugging out and going, I'm not going to do anything, because he just constantly keeps trying to power stuff and not actually taking a break. Right, stick that in there. I think we've got diamonds in there as well. Nope. Diamonds in this one? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Stick these in here as well as that. It's massively increased our weight carrying capacity already. So what I like to do, rather than take the time to wait for it to need to be rezzed, is someone will transport him to the bed, as we can see. And then, as he's in the bed, he's already recovering health, but we're going to actually grab him instantly and pop him back in our party, because he will recover health over time. Like so. So let's grab all these pale metal ingots we've got floating about, which is very handy. If I wanted to make cake, what am I missing? Flour. Lots of flour. Which is the requirement of a wheat farm. We don't actually have any wheat here. I could maybe make some wheat. We've got lettuce and tomatoes, which effectively lets me create salads, which are just really effective for feeding the pals. I can actually just cook 218 right now, so we'll do that now. Blazomet will probably go to it, which means I don't know what our Yormantide Ignis is doing, to be honest. Or where he is, to be honest, but alright. That's fine. Yormantide and Yormantide Ignis are like 2 of the most buggy powers to have on your base. So yes, they're level 4 watering, or yes, they're level 4 fire, but kindling, but level 4, they can become level 5, which is awesome. They can get artisan. They just get really buggy, just for warning. Do we have enough rocket launcher ammo? Yes. Do we have enough power spheres? Yes. Let's go catch some... I was going to say Frostallions, but Frostallions don't get a bonus when I'm on Frostallion in the first place. So if I show you quickly how much... Oh, we're going to somewhere hot, so we need our hot kit. I forgot about that. Oopsie poopsie. Yeah, that's on me. I literally just dumped it as well. No, I didn't. I could have just taken it out. Oops. Take it off the defense. If I can out DPS, the healing's not too much of an issue. So it'll be fine.
Wow.
I've got enough lift monkey for G's that I've completed it. I've seen a video where someone says, oh, it's bugged. It doesn't give you as much. You actually have a higher starting amount. And while I think you do have a weird disconnect between the starting amount. So if you were to look at a POW that's the same level, the exact same thing, and then try to throw a sphere at it, it would say 10% with none and maybe 7% with all. But when you actually get land it, it then tells you the true number. So it will say like 7%, but then it'll turn into like 23% or something crazy. So, right, let's hop off of you, get onto you, get out the rocket launcher, and shoot. And look at that. 5,000 damage. If they were all asleep, that would have been an instant kill. We got damage because it was a surprise attack, which I think automatically crits. We also got damage from the fact that we're turning it into ice, which is the dragon's weakness, and that it's a legendary rocket launcher. So if I was to change now to my assault rifle, we can see how much damage we do per shot. Oh, crikey, you've no fire moves. Let's hop off of you and bring you back. So actually, maybe not. Right. Let's just take these guys out. Maybe try and catch you for good measure. We're using the wrong type of sphere. I don't know what sphere this is. It's glitching out color-wise. Yellow, blue, purple, I think. No, that was red. That's the purple one. The colors are glitching. Also, yes, it for some reason the cancellation says in like another language. I don't know why. So if you want to cancel the cat throw, it's just giving me another language. I don't know why. So we got a lot of stuff from just taking these guys down fairly quickly as well. But I don't need that. I don't need that. I'll keep the quartz and... No, I won't. I'll keep the polymer, which is what you get the quartz for anyway. And I will keep the ancient civilization fragments, though I do not need them. I can tell you that much. Right, get speed back out. And we will fly back. I do need more sulfur for gunpowder, but I'll do a sulfur run at some point rather than just grabbing sulfur now, haphazardly. Whenever I do a resource run, I usually just go hog wild with like having extra storage, so I don't take like damaging pals. I'll just take speed and then like 4 carrying pals, because it's just significantly easier, just so I can get like as much as possible. And then I'll still go over my weight limit, and they've made it so now if you go over your weight limit you can still move, and I'll just keep just slowly but surely using the grappling hook to get further, and then I will just force kill self and then respawn, because it's easier that way. Now I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go back to base, drop this off, then we'll go back to some dungeon crawls. Because I've got enough resource for pretty much a lifetime at this point. I just go into each of my storage points and just right click until it leaves. It works, alright? Do I not have Ignis on this base anymore? Is that what's happening? No, he is here. Where? And what is he doing? Resting in a rock. Yeah, as I said, they're the most buggy of all pals. There we go. Come back here, mate. You're being weird. And I'll tell you what, actually. We've still got that equipped. We're actually going to do something that I found as well. Sarge, this is a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. Love that. And here's a quick tip for you. if you're on triple drops, which I do recommend in this game, I'm not going to lie to you, and you've got a rocket launcher and you want more rocket launcher ammo, find this group of enemies. So no speed, come back, you will get nuked. So these guys are the Syndicate Elites and Hunters. They will spawn without any crushers, which are the large ones. And you want to just rocket launcher them all. And what will happen is they will drop rocket launcher ammo anyway, because they've got rocket launcher people. Now this is a problem right here. I'm not going to partake in it. So instead, these guys are all stuck on each other. So let's just nuke them and then head over there, because I see even more rocket launchers. Which is right here. Which one's got the rocket launcher? I think it's the guys in the back. So we'll do that. Take out a few of the guys at the front as well. It's getting close to night time, which is awesome because these guys go to sleep at night, which means you can just fly around constantly back and forth looking for rocket launcher ammo. As you can see, I've picked up in total now 15 rocket launcher ammo for what is effectively using 3 shots, I think, so far. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Sort, and you don't really need to make more. Over time though, sometimes they don't always drop them and you can end up going negative. I think I didn't reload, but let's find out. Alright, we're going to drop down quickly because Speed's going to get himself murdered. Like so. Come back. Nuke's fine because Nuke's a boss and I've also leveled up all his health and attack and defense. I don't actually know if I leveled up his defense, but hey. Also, the great thing is, by taking these guys out, you will get so many Gigaspheres, which are super useful for catching early game stuff. If you need to do breeding, catch, combine for soul stuff, like I did with the chickpeas, I just used constantly all the Gigaspheres I had. I had like 800, and I went down to 400, but I'm back up already. We're going to get away from that before we end up in another fight. We're going to fly over here. I'm hoping nighttime will kick in, and what it will do is it'll send the Palladius to sleep, because then you can get an absolute crazy amount of crit damage if they're asleep. We're going to hang fire until they fall asleep. We are going to get on the Frostallion for obviously increased damage, though I think it won't do much to those. Yes, they're asleep. Amazing. So we're going to quickly fly. Reload, because you can reload on this guy. No, back away, Necromus. Oh, look at that. So the Palladius I don't need. I've already got all of the stuff on them. So I'm just going to nuke them from existence. We have 3 Necromus, which need to be taken down. They do fire damage. We've got to be careful with the Frostallion. They do no fire moves. And obviously, I think they are quite prone to taking ice damage. There's one of these right now that can survive another couple of shots, but the rest can't. So, all I'm going to do is find out which one can't. It's this one. So I'm going to keep shooting him. Go for a catch. Got all this loot to pick up at some point, which includes power metal ingots, which is what we want. Because these guys all drop power metal ingots. If you've got 3 triple spawns, that is 180 power metal ingots you can just get for free every single day by taking these guys out or catching them. So already I can tell you now, he didn't drop anything what I wanted. He didn't drop any of the legendary schematics, but we'll show you why that's not so much of a problem. Right, let's get out the rocket launcher, and hopefully, because I'm not on the frost guy, it shouldn't kill either of you. It did not. In fact, one of you can take another shot by the looks of it. I think it's you. Yeah, it was you. So I'm going to throw one at him. Do that. And then try and catch you. Oh, he's caught. Lovely. Sort. What have I got on me on these? Although I'm going to go back over again once I catch you, because that's going to be another 30. Palingots. Oh, come on, catch. Highlight my message. Banana. Love that mission. Love that. Good use of the highlight. Did you just catch? Look. So you can see here, it's the initial capture rate is 26, but if I do it here, it's 9. It just jumps up to 26. That is what I mean by the lift monk effigies. They do work, they just don't tell you the true number. Now, I don't know if that 26 is a lot higher or lower than it would be if I didn't have it, but I don't know. Tomato. Bro is going through fruit. What could be next? Could it be kiwi? Could it be watermelon? Cantaloupe? Why can't you elope? It's not that far. Yeah, I'm currently bogged down with too much. So Easy squeezy way of doing it. And we'll go back to this base and commit atrocities. You might be wondering to yourself, atrocities? What do you mean? Well, remember, we have got a lot of loot from murdering those the other ones. We also caught 3. So, I'll do this because I'm prone to making mistakes all the time in video games. So I'll put my party up here. We'll grab these guys. Do any of you have any good stats that might spare you? No, not particularly. I think I put my cleaver upstairs. I guess we'll find out. It's looking like that. I'm not seeing it. It'd be near the top because it sorts it that way. Yeah, okay. I think it is upstairs. I'm hoping it's upstairs. Worcestershire sauce. Okay. Starting to get confused now because this food stuff, but it's not what we're looking for, which was fruit. So I'm assuming this is like the ingredients to something. Like a banana ketchup, maybe? Who knows? We'll swap out the rocket launcher because that'll do the most damage to any mistake I make. Oh, hello, buddy. How you doing? Bye-bye. Don't worry, guys. I'm just giving him a cuddle. That's exactly what I'm doing. Damn it. All right. I think I built up some good karma elsewhere that this isn't too horrific. Oh, it's the noise as well. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Nothing what we were looking for. Damn shame that. Let's quickly unequip this. Pop it back in here. Yeah, we got some souls as well, but... What game do you think has the automatic response in the beginning? I'm not too sure. Got my house at Zephyr's still doing transportation at night because the ores are just kind of crazy in this location. I mean, like, I don't have any free thing right now to just double check, but if I was to build... I need another furnace. But let's just say I've got enough ore. If I look in some of these, for example... 1,500 coal, like 10,000 stone, which we can actually add to right now. But before we do that, let's just make more paldium. Did I just see it? It said I had 33,000 stone or something crazy. I can't remember. Or was it 13,000? Because most games have an automatic response to doing something in the beginning, which I think is getting wood in Minecraft. Oh, I see. I'm not too sure, actually. That's a good question. Mission, you got me thinking. Now, I could go for the legendary shotgun and legendary machine gun stuff. I just need to be very careful with this because these bosses do not survive a one-shot from the rocket launcher. Oh, and I've got no pals with me because I forgot to put them back on. There we go. Come back to me, please. Thank you. Also, I remember saying the grappling hook wasn't worth it, but it has grown on me, and I will say it's actually kind of worth it. It's got some uses. Absolutely. That power's breaking down right now. Yeah, so there's definitely some having issues that they are working on, which is really cool. But it still needs to happen. Right. This is speed, not nuke. If I was to use nuke for this battle, which I probably will. Let's just quickly show you guys just kind of the crazy damage you can do. Just one shot. Like, look at that. That was one pop, right? Just crazy. So if I was to go machine gun with this. Look at the damage, guys. Oh, it's insane. Right, I'm going to take him back so he doesn't murder any of these. Take out the assault rifle, figure out which one's which. Okay, so you're the high health guy. We'll throw this. 28% becomes 49%. That's actually not horrific at all. Probably get another hit in and get you. Oh, could you stop? I think I'm on fire. Right, all of these are at a point that I can just throw and get a decent chance now, so we're going to keep throwing. No schematics yet. That's fine. We will be butchering them. Suzaku's are awesome. Is one of my favorite mounts, but let's just see if we can get it. Awesome ammo. I've only got 136 assault rifle ammo, but I've probably got a lot more back at base, maybe? I'm not going to risk it. I'll probably buy some. There we go. Cool. Buy some more assault rifle ammo because we're going to be going to the volcano to get to Belazamut. And that means we will need to keep this on, yes. I'm keeping attack on and not putting on defense, although that 700 defense increase is insane. It's just not worth the energy at the moment. So come to him. Buy. Actually, I'm going to sell some stuff I've got on me. I don't need these ancient. I don't need that. I don't need that. You gave me 36,000. Isn't that great from one boss? And if I was to use that 36,000, that would give me around 170. Our assault rifle ammunition, which is awesome. However, we're going to buy max, which is 999. And that only took me down just under 200k, which just put me just below 4 million again. However, I've got enough material to make over 1 million easy, and what I've got a back at base. I've just not been bothered to sell it because I don't really buy assault rifle ammunition because I've been using the sword to take things down, but there's a lot of flying bosses that the sword isn't great for, so the assault rifle's been a little bit more useful. And I'm thinking maybe a shotgun, depending on which of the legendary schematics we get first. We shall see. Ooh, there's a chest there, however there's no real need for it. Mount Obsidian. Yeah, it's a lovely little area, this. I feel like the dragon powers and the fire powers have just got the coolest designs, and I genuinely believe that. But I've always been like a massive fan of dragon Pokemon, for example. Like, the dragon Pokemon have always been just so sick. Haxorus. Wait, the Haxorus is dragon, right? The only exception to dragons that I don't like, I really do not like, and this is controversial, I would say my least favorite Pokemon design of all time is a dragon, and it's Dragonite. Just throw that for a back bonus, see if we get it. I cannot stand Dragonite. Dratini and Dragonair had so much promise, and then they had Dragonite, and it was just like, oh. I don't like that sort of derpy style. It's just not for me. And so then I know some people love Dragonite, and some people it's probably their favorite Pokemon. Every Pokemon has probably got someone that's their favorite, which is so cool, but I just not for me. And if you do like him, awesome. You got it first try. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes I will be on 95% and throw 8 different legendary spheres and still not get it. It happens. Come on. But yeah, I've not got a single legendary schematic through catching or killing the pals. The only time I have got the legendary schematic was from butchering, which is insane. Because it's like a 3% chance. I'm guessing you're gonna thing. Oh, I got a thermal undershirt 1. That's kind of crazy. Whereas this is a +2. Okay, so you can get +1s as well, which is kind of crazy. I wonder if you can get even higher. If you can get a +3 attack and a +3 defense, I don't think I've seen that, and I would expect to see that from. I'll get there eventually, I promise. I'd expect to see that from the highest level dungeons. I've not seen them. I've only seen +2s. Makes me think you don't get +3s. But a +3 attack or a +3 defense would be insane. Ooh, lighting change. We love that. Torterra was my favorite Pokemon. See? And I have a rather, I want to say unique, but my favorite Pokemon line. So my favorite Pokemon's probably either Duo Blade or Aegislash, but the Honedge line is my favorite Pokemon line. I've always found them cool. Not dinosaur related, not dragon related, They're a freaking sword. And they're my favourite. Love them. Absolutely love them. Especially their shinies. Oh, perfection. Well, I've not seen it anywhere, but if I ever got a 3D printer, I would love to 3D print myself a Aegislash. And maybe do a Blade and Hone Edge. I was even thinking of getting them in a tattoo form. But we'll see. Precious Claw's not got any in there. Has got any in there? No, okay. Right. We get to have fun now. Which is questionable. But hey, here we are. Right. Put you back away. Now, we're going to have to do 2 trips for this because we got quite a few. So, we'll take turns. I do this thing called Mercy, where I will not slaughter them more than I need to. So if I actually get the legendary thing, I won't keep continuing slaughtering them and butchering them. But, you know, it's fine. We would like you to be equipped now instead of the rocket launcher. So, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. We're truly sorry. Sometimes butchering up here with like Jetragon has been glitchy at best. First try, assault rifle schematic 4 denotes that it is legendary. I got it 3 times because I got triple drops on. But there we go. We do not need to butcher any more Blazamut. First freaking try. That's what I mean. I've caught, I'm not kidding, like over 100 of those and probably killed just as many. And yet, oh yeah, this is the flying type, so I probably want to be down here when I do this. I have not once gotten the schematics. Butchering is the only way I've got all of my legendary schematics currently. I'm not kidding. So, that is insane. Right. Oh, I was going to say, did it glitch again? It did not. Cool. I think we only have the Blazamuts left, don't we? Yes. Okay, so you guys get to survive because of the sacrifice of your brother. Congratulations. I have still got so many Suzakus. I've just realised that. Interesting. So you can breed your jet dragons and so on and so forth. However, I will tell you now, never butcher the ones that don't have this like demon skull above them. The reason being is they will drop what their species drops. They will not drop what the boss drops. So for example, jet dragon doesn't drop the schematic. I went through quite a few to double check. It doesn't drop the schematic, but it starts to drop carbon fiber, which is interesting. It's not a traditional thing it drops. Yeah, we might have a good chance of getting it from this Suzaku, but I've still not got any from Necromus, so I'm not going to butcher it, you know, just say that for the sake of it, because we might still not get it. Right, so you drop from higher up. Where do you drop from, height-wise? All the way up there. And you only dropped your precious... This is where it gets all glitchy sometimes with butchering. There we go. So... it might almost be worth it with Suzaku, by the looks of it, to butcher from up top. Let's see if... yeah, you're going under there, which means it's all going to drop up there again, isn't it? Where are you going to drop it from? Oh, no, up here. Alright, cool. Oh, I'm petting him this time. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. I gave you hope. Only the alphas, exactly. Only alphas will drop the legendary stuff, or the schematic-based stuff. Also, sometimes some bosses can drop, like, better equipment, like resistance to earth damage from, like, Mammoth Forest, and you can butcher that and get the chance of that again, which is cool. But other than that, you're just going to be just sort of wanting to really... This is effectively, for all legendaries and stuff like that, just catch as many as you can. Because you've got a chance of the first rip of trying to get the... let's just double check everywhere to make sure it's not, like, dropped somewhere really weird. So you get the first chance of getting the schematics when you catch them, and then you get a second chance, because it's a re-roll, it's not a repeat of these same materials when you butcher them. So keep that in mind. I think we've got another 2 batches of Suzaku we can power through. We'll only be targeting the ones with the thing. Once again, I don't think Suzaku Aqua will drop it. However, I have no need for these Suzaku Aquas. They have awful stats, so we're going to give it a go. That is the last of those I'm going to possibly go for. Already got the assault rifle, so yes. I will say, I think I've still got my Suzaku that I used to begin with, which was my runner. But yeah. I like when they came out, then I was used to them and I was just, eh. So the Alpha's got it, yeah, exactly, so. Where am I going? Butcher. There we go. Sorry, mate. And personal. You could save your siblings right now. I don't know if the Suzaku Aquas will drop the same things. I will be entirely honest to you. But we'll find out. Right, this is the last definite chance. I don't know about the Aquas. The Aquas I got from a dungeon, so it's chance, but we'll find out. Nope is the answer. Okay, that's fine. You did not save your siblings. Oh no, I'm petting him. He's got a blue little diamond on his head. That's pretty cool. I redrew him. Damn it. I'm sorry, little one. Actually, you're quite large, so... The only thing to note is... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting it from you. You do drop that, but I don't think we're going to be getting it from you. Is keep in... Oh, you're dropping it all up here. Why are you bringing the stone up here? Oh, there is 3 that time, actually. But that was power fluids. 15 power fluids is kind of crazy. Fair. Right. When you make legendary equipment, the only thing you should really be aware of is the absolute insane cost of them. Cold metal armor, rocket launcher, assault rifle, cool, and my helmet I think I left downstairs. That's fine. Pop this in here. I'm actually going to pop one of them in there because we don't need both of them. In fact, I'll pop that as well. And you. Right. So, we have our original assault rifle, which we can see here. 320 damage per shot isn't crazy, but it's still pretty decent. The original one cost 40 refined ingots, 10 polymer, 30 carbon fiber. 270 refined ingots, 67 polymer, 202 carbon fiber, and 30 ancient civilization parts. Now, this is where I need to go down and get my other guy, because these take a very long time, like a very long time to build. However, if we go back to my original team, we have my Anubis with 154 work speed and level 5 handiwork. He will help massively. Like arc prices, yeah, they can get pretty crazy. But once you get to like certain efficiency, trust me, you're not going to be any much of a problem. Right, so if we get our guy out, also, we do have a Wumpo with us. I'm going crazy. I don't have 2 Wumpos when I have 1180. Anyway, Anubis, go. I choose you. Not massive increase, but you can already see that there's quite a decent speed increase. I will help out too. But this can take like 20 minutes if you don't have a good team. I've got some really good handiwork guys that have got some decent skills because I've been breeding for them. But trust me, that can take a while. The rocket launch took a while even with them. And then we go here with our 320 versus 560. That is insane. So, unfortunately, it kind of renews the minutia attack that I've been using it for. But I ain't gonna complain. Especially when rocket launchers are far more expensive ammunition than an assault rifle. But 14,000 damage from a rocket launcher is insane. Get a 40% increase from non-legendary, which is 10,000 up to 14,000. That's kind of crazy. I still don't know what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. Yeah. Figure something out. Let's go to our second base then. I was thinking of rebuilding this somewhere else or building like massive structures in it. I don't know, but this is our ore base. Just strictly ore. We also turn a lot of the wood that they mine up into charcoal, which they've stopped doing because it's full. So we're going to quickly do this, pop it in here, grab the charcoal, make more charcoal. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Perfect. Drop the charcoal in here because I'm going to go over this way now. And Make the max amount of these, which is that, and then I can't do the second one because we ain't got much stone going on right now. You can see that there's 3,600 and God knows how much ore there. So I've not been back to this base in a while. I picked up the charcoal. Oh, there we go. Yeoman targeting us, getting stuck on top of something again. Shock horror. Drop off the ore somewhere. You also don't need the assault rifle schematic up there, to be honest. I can keep it down here if needs be. But how close are we to finishing this off? A very long time. Quite close. Once that's done, we can have a look to see how much ore we have got across this base, because it's going to be crazy, I will assure you. Also, you are currently doing what I wanted you to do, which is work at the crusher. Yeah, that's coming along. But, long and short of it then, if we've got the assault rifle, we don't need to go and catch the plasma anymore. We just need the Suzakus. And Necromus. Because Necromus and Suzaku are the ones are the last two legendaries that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the legendary handgun. There isn't a legendary single shot rifle. If there was, I would 100% be going for it. There's no legendary gliders, no legendary grappling, nothing like that. So yeah. Oh, potato! I do like potatoes. Ooh. It is Sunday, but it's a bit late to be making a roast dinner. I fancy a roast dinner. Maybe I'll pick up some roast potatoes. I like making my own roast potatoes when I actually make them, but it's like 3 hours worth of effort. I don't know what we'll have for dinner. Still need to figure it out. I actually want to cook rather than ready meal it up. So I'm not even going to get pizza. I want to cook something, make it myself. I enjoy it. Might use the rice cooker, so something with rice. I don't sell pork belly at my local shop, so I can't have that. Not a massive fan of steaks. They do their awful quality. Meatballs and rice? I haven't had that in a while. Maybe. I'll figure it out. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's nearly 7 o'clock. So we put an hour into this so far. And unfortunately, I could put several more hours. But we're not going to. I think, to be fair, on the stream, we've got 2 legendary schematics. I've shown you off just how insane the base currently is and how my setup is. How insanely overpowered I am. There's still so much I want to do in this game. I'm not done perfecting my team. I've not finished all the towers. I know I'm floating off into the distance, which is kind of hilarious. Oh, that was some crazy damage also. Left monk. But there's like so much I still want to do. I want to get like an uber powerful team, some absolutely crazy stats on them, for example, but I haven't got all the legendary schematics. I haven't got all the accessories I want. I want another attack +2. I've only got 1. And then by that time, hopefully there'll be updates. So we're good. Oh, I've got salads still on me, haven't I? Oh my goodness, they've made them all. Now, where are our feeders? One's here. Where's the other one gone? There. So, we'll split half of it. Wow. 600 salads in there. They're not even in the first spot, so they're going to constantly keep eating the other stuff. But I'm going to put this like so, because I don't want them eating the tomatoes or the lettuce, because that obviously turns into salads. Over here. There we go. Perfect. And we need flour for cake, so let's quickly just go back to the other base. Have a look to see how many more stallions have been formed into eggs. And, oh, that's probably not a good sign. Actually, not awful. I think it's like 11. 11 eggs. What I'll do is once I finish streaming, I'm going to leave the game running so I can get more eggs. More flour and all that good stuff just popping in. Probably then start the upload for all the other videos, and maybe tonight, overnight, do a little bit of gaming downstairs. Fairly early night. Yeah, I've got to... Did a pow soul spawn there? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I've got to like get some stuff done tonight in terms of getting videos sorted, but I've got to be up early-ish. Tomorrow, I've got a team meeting, despite not being working. Happens on occasion. And then once that's done, I can go back to bed for a few more hours, and then I'm streaming. And then sort some more videos. Tuesday, record a bunch, sort videos, chill. Nice, full plan ahead of me. How many small power souls do I have on this base? I don't think it's many. If any. 2. So many large souls. Reasonable amount of mediums, but that's it. Nuke has got max everything that we need. For Stallion's only got max attack. I still need to do max health and max defense, especially like when we're using them against bosses and stuff. Let's go ahead and hatch out these eggs. We've got another one to grab quickly. For some reason, the guy in here is just AWOL. I don't know why. It says they're still breeding now, so I'm not going to complain. He's just being weird. Where is he? There's 3 in there. No, there's 2. Where is he? I think he might be glitched somewhere. Does anyone see a 4th one? Okay, so it's the female. Unfortunately, I don't know which one. They're all level 50, so I can't tell. Actually, if I go to you, do you tell me what stats you have? Yes, you are destructive, which is kind of rare, so it won't be the destructive we need to reset. This still happens on occasion. The bases aren't perfect still. So, female that is sadist. Okay, cool. Get back here. Get over there. Actually, stay in there. Oh, you're going to do the thing that has happened to me hundreds of times before and gets on my nerves. How can be assigned? Great. Get assigned. Last time that happened, it took like, I'm not even kidding, like 11 tries with one of them. It still didn't happen, so I took him and butchered him. I was like, nope, not having that. No, okay. Couldn't clone that one. That's fine. I found it really difficult with the huge frozen eggs. Might be because of the temperatures. Got no heating, so it's like got no buffer chance, effectively. Found it easier with like dragon eggs and rock eggs, I found, but don't know why. Ferocious is kind of huge, but you get better stats on the alpha anyway, so I don't think the attack's affected too much, but that's fine. I've caught quite a few Orzerks recently because that's next on my list. I want a super powered Orzerk with like, I can't remember what it's called. Is it Lightning Emperor, something like that? Which increases lightning damage, of course. Or Lord of Thunder, I think it's called, and then Ferocious, and the other 2 attack stats. I can't remember, but I want him to be an absolute glass cannon in terms of damage. I'm not too fussed about health. But I'll obviously level his health and defense up still in the thing, but we need to get loads more souls for that. Still got loads of Macaifs, what they're called, to murder to do that, but hey. Yeah, I'm not able to clone any of these, that's a shame. Hey, no, okay. Had I had like 11 incubators, I could just leave them all to run for an hour and then just clone them that way, but still not as fast as this, to be honest. Just significantly easier. Oh, I just saw work slaver there. That's kind of crazy because that's like a 30% work speed boost, which is insane. Nimble, Sadist, Legend, cool. Right. So you want you always want Artisan. I can't remember what the other one is. Artisan, Sirius, Work Slave. That is 50%. I can't remember how much each of these do actually. So 70%, and then I think it's 30%, so 100% work speed increase. It's insane. On those guys, but I just don't have it, unfortunately. On my Anubis, I'll probably try and get some more Anubis down the line, which lets me get that, but fine. Anyway, I think this is a wonderful time for me to end the stream. Because, as I said before, I'm going to leave this game running. I'm still going to be on the game, technically speaking, but I'm going to go make dinner whilst I'll wait for more eggs to appear. How much cake have I got? 14 and 10, so I can get 24 more eggs. Not too bad. But yeah, This has genuinely been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed playing Paleo Pines. I enjoyed playing Power World, so it was really good. I also want to say thanks again to Meerkat and Phoenix for the gifted subs. Mucho apreciado. I look forward to a time when we can actually play games again together. It's been a while since I've been in a chance to play with you, Meerkat, and I don't think I've played with you yet, Phoenix, but we'll give it a go at some point. Anyway, I don't know how we're going to end it. What do I have loaded up on my phone? Paleo Pines Wiki. What about on Twitter? Game Pass. Oh, Game Pass is trending. Let's see if there's a reason for it. Wow. Power World is the third biggest Xbox Game Pass launch ever. That's insane. Also, Persona 3 Reload is up on Get Xbox Pass. Oh my god, that's kind of sick. It means I don't have to buy it on the PlayStation. It's actually, I didn't know that, but yeah. Yeah, third biggest Game Pass launch of a third-party game ever. That was from 4 days ago. Game's huge. This game is huge. I think there's no denying it at this point. I think it's probably one of the biggest survival games to ever be released. And though definitely not one of the biggest creature collecting games, that goes strictly to Pokemon and then probably Digimon. Probably. This is probably third. It's been out for 3 weeks. Consider that, please. Yeah, they got to the niche they needed. Hell of a niche. Right. I don't know how I'm ending it. So instead, I'm going to press it at a random moment. Oh, that noise. You know it's coming. But not gonna lie, I was supposed to press it then, but I missed.